Back. This is Death Howl. We got a review key for this one through Terminals.io, or also known as Evolve PR, I suppose. And like I was saying earlier, I heard really good things about this game's demo. This game's been out for about a month, and the reception's been really dang positive. And I normally don't go out of my way to try out deck builders. I'm kind of so-so on a lot of deck builders, but there has been some really cool ones we've played, and this one looks to be quite unique in that it's like a deck builder with some, dare I say, some Souls-like aspects and some roguelike isms as well. So I'm really curious to try this out. There's no guarantee that we'll love it. You know, it might be maybe just not my thing, because again, parts of this genre or other games in this genre haven't always bitten me. But I'm willing to give it the old college try. So yeah. Apparently it's a deck builder first and foremost, but also like a turn-based strategy game, or at least I think it's turn-based. And also the aesthetic. I mean, it's so striking, and also very mysterious. Very mysterious. So like the art style was the first thing that, of course, like a lot of us, grabs your attention right from the get-go. So yes, very ominous. And it's on the blood moon. Wonder how her son died. Looking like an old school adventure, like Sierra adventure game. This kind of presentation. Oh shit. Ooh, cool transition. What the heck? That was cool. So we're alive, but we're blinded. Oh, and now this. Oh no, this is his mother then that we're controlling. Okay. So I guess the ritual, because yeah, we saw that there was like a person lying down. There was like some kind of ritual being formed. I assumed that was to resurrect her son. Apparently it was like, maybe the idea is like the ritual takes something out of her. Maybe she had to give her sight or something. She had to like sacrifice something. Maybe he has to go on some kind of spiritual journey. Do I click? Yeah, I click. Oh. Or accept a demon into our body cavity. Nothing bad's gonna happen, right? Nothing bad is gonna happen about like accepting the soul of a demon into our chest cavity to resurrect our dead child. That's nothing bad or weird or questionable is about to happen, right? Branch. Yep. That's a branch, all right. Good job. Listen, our son was not always the brightest. He wasn't the sharpest knife in the. He wasn't the sharpest bulb in the drawer. Or the brightest knife in the drawer. Uh-oh. Skull. Bug. Cone? Speaking in code? Well, I'm not so sure this has worked. This a Full Metal Alchemist situation where the resurrection was botched? Alright. Well, quite the intro then. Oh, okay, well, I thought maybe we were controlling things. We have some spirit deers in the distance. Yeah, the sharpest light bulb in the crayon box. Thank you, Meerkat. I always love, like, crossing or combining a good idiom, you know? Our buddy Void, one of his favorites was, hey, we'll burn that bridge when we get there. Always one of his go-tos. To adjust a couple things, because I noticed that my stuff is covering things. I don't want to be covering stuff up. I want to make sure. I don't like covering up. I like everything just hanging out for all to see, whether they want to see it or not. It's just all there. Do not go quietly into that dark night. Oh, we're like sending information. Oh shit! Like yeah, we were like telegraphing information with these antlers that we've adorned ourselves with. With which we've adorned ourselves. Death, release my child. So we got a new quest. And it's a point and click. At least for the time being. Can't bring anything to interact with. But I think like the combat is going to be where things get extra weird. And in fact, we might be about to have one such case right here. Thinking maybe I can like take a path to avoid them. But I don't think we have a choice. Time for combat, that's right. Just choose your starting position. Front and center. Spend mana to move and to play cards. Okay. So we have 5 points. I'm guessing these probably replenish every turn. I can hurl a rock. How much health he has? He has 8 health. I can hurl a rock. It does 2 damage, I think. It has a range of 2 to 3. It costs 1. I can do all these, I think, except I have to get up close. I can get up close, do a quick strike, which pushes him back 2. So I can't kill him this round. Card 1. Actually, if I do this first, let's do this first and see what we get. So throw a rock. Oh, you have to discard another card. Oh, I see. That's fine. In that case, like, walk up, push his ass, bop. And that is the extent of my turn. I have no more cards in my turn. He will, of course, charge me. Ouch. 5 damage. Now we have more things. We have defensive swing. Cost 1 less for each heart you have. Wait, for each... No, not for each heart. For each shield. Right, for each block, I see in the top right, it has, like, definitions of each term. So, this would cost 3, and it would do 3 damage, which would not be enough to kill. Block of wood. I don't think I have any shield. Yeah. So, I think, so this adds a block, but sacrifice 1 block. Wouldn't that mean a net gain of 1 overall? I can do a quick strike and push him back. I can hurl another rock. Does 3 no matter how you slice it. So what I could do, I think, yeah, this does 2 damage. Let's just do this. Defensive swing. 3, guaranteed. Hurl the rock. It's point blank range. Oh, is that not gonna work? I cannot hurl the rock. That's okay. I can do a quick strike to push him back. And then hurl the rock. Bam. Sacrifice the card. We got him. So just 1 hit, not too bad. We gained something. Gained his souls. Because it's a souls-like, maybe? Maybe. I don't know. It's a stretch, but maybe. I drew his dying breath. Out of curiosity. There's like a way to like look at our inventory or something. Like pressing buttons, but... yeah. I was wondering if like the damage you receive heals at the end of combat, or if it persists. Well, that's not good. The fucking moose must have been magnificent. Also, something bigger must have taken his ass out. What's going on over here on these stones? Oh. You stood in the middle of the Karen stones, man. That's begging for trouble. Sure enough, we did not heal. Did not heal out of combat. 1. Yes, I have 1 of these. Ah, that healed me. So I spent my soul. Oh, to resurrect him. Oh, cool. Are you a friend now, or must I fight you? Okay, he recognizes we are a friend. Don't understand how we did that. Awaken the stones. Sacred Grove releases the death. Oh, there's the name of the game. There it is. We found it. Everyone take a drink. Title drop. So when you take something down, you absorb its death howl. Revived every creature in the spirit world. Are there others? Yeah, quit the game, Alt F4, we're done. So it revives every creature that has recently passed, including the fella. Including the boar. Looking for a stag and a fawn. Eyes have not been open for a while. Frecio is dead. I want to hear about what killed him. Turning my senses. Easy to get lost here. Nothing here is what it seems. And then he disappears, so maybe he was not like... I mean, he said the spirit world. We have a map. We have a map. Feels earthing. So there's the spirit we fought earlier. I think spirits means there's bad guys. There's a nest down here that I'm curious about. So this is where we want to go ultimately. I'm kind of curious about this nest. Let's loop around then. What's updated? Taking the life of a spirit creature. Okay, these are spirit creatures, not just regular creatures. Okay. Sacred groves bring back dead spirits. Maybe they can save Ulvi. Keep an eye out for them. Also, 1 or 2 maybe. There was something that caught my eye just now. This material counter. Not sure what that means. Maybe that's like some answers to how we get more cards added to our deck eventually. Let's explore. Yeah, I'm curious about the nest. First, we gotta fight some dudes. Starting position. I'll go for the Boyd first. Not sure what the exclamation point means. But we do get to go first. Fury Strike. One less for each card played in this turn. So what I might do... Sacrifice a card from your draw pile. Okay. If I really want to move... The swing... What I could do... That one does 3 damage. Ooh, it's really expensive though. I would need some things to restore my mana in order to be able to use Furious Strike really well, because that's really expensive. I mean, I could sprint and do Furious Strike. That's a guaranteed 3. Well, and actually, that would give me 1 more. Yeah, but there's nothing else that costs 1. I could give myself Block of Wood and then go for Defensive Swing. But I'd have to either move up manually or do a sprint. Then it seems like, yeah, no matter how I slice it, my best bet is to... my best bet is to expect to do half of this guy's health. I can do 3 damage. If I use Block of Wood, this would cost 2 instead of 3. So that's 2 and 2. But yeah, no matter how I slice it, I'm still coming up short. What I think I'll do is just to use it. I'll move up. Now costs 3. Which we have, of course. Also have defenses, so I could keep this in my card, in my hand. Because I don't think the cards... Well, actually, yeah, I'm presuming you keep whatever's in your hand and maybe add more to it when the turn ends. So maybe I want to hang on to this. Yeah, not really a lot of these would lend themselves for obvious, like, combinations of things. If I spent this, it would cost 3. Yeah, there's just no way I can see it to make this work out well. If I use this... That's actually something to consider. If I use this, it would cost 2, and then this would cost 2, and I get the added benefit of getting some shield. Let's do this. So, now I don't understand, though. Hold on. Sacrifice, block. Oh, is it possible to have more than one fighter, on, like, in our party, maybe? Maybe we, like, sacrifice someone else's shield? Huh. Yeah, I don't know what I'm sacrificing in that instance, but I think if we would have had some number of shield, we would have only gained 1, basically. Okay, but that works out well. So now we have that. Oh, shit, I'm a genius. Holy fuck, I just noticed. I didn't realize this would... Okay, I was expecting it to give me 1 shield. It gave me 2. So instead, this costs 1. And look at that, because we spent so many cards, this also costs 1. He's out of there. Look at that. You're a fucking gamer, Alex. Is what some of you, I'm sure, are thinking. Alright, and the hand does get dispersed. So he didn't have enough juice to move up and attack me. He can only move up. Oh, no, he did attack, but we had the 2 blocks, so we're in good shape. So I can do a quick strike. Then hurl a rock. I think I'll do that. I think I'll do a quick strike. Push his ass back. Now, I wonder what the exclamation point means. Could I, like, push him into the water? I'm not sure. I will... I'm gonna go ahead and do the block of wood for the next round to give me some protection. And then... I'm curious, yeah, can you push him into the water? Probably not. I imagine it wouldn't be an issue for him. Or he just wouldn't be pushed back at all. It'd be one thing if there was like an obvious hazard. So I'll just roll the rock to like guarantee 2 more damage. Guard something. Just guard the sprint. Because he's gonna move up to me anyway. Oh, and hurl another rock? Sure. Fuck you. Just hurling shit at him constantly. It's my turn. He goes to attack, and he does like punch through our block. Actually did 5 damage. Well, no, yeah, actually that's what he would normally do. That's why, because when he did not have a straight shot earlier, he wasn't able to like charge at us. He had to do a regular attack, and his regular attack was like, I guess, 2 damage. But in that instance, he was able to do his charge, which has like momentum behind it. So that explains what kind of happened there. Defensive swing. Do this. Let's get myself a block of wood. And just for fun, one of those, get his ass, and we're good. I got 2 fellers that time. I also got a snoot. Powerful energy, alright. Is it to make an amulet to protect myself? Or a weapon? Alright. Rocks can only do so much. Craft new cards. So I need snoots and sticks. Slit stones and snoots. So aim for the heart. If you land a kill, you get some juice. That's pretty good. First strike. And if it is indeed a first strike, it gives you 2 mana. I think that's what that means. If you do this first, it's got to be melee, I'm pretty sure. Whereas this one has a range to it. Yeah, I mean, I kind of want both, honestly. I can only pick one. But the fact that this one is ranged is pretty slick. Because, yeah, sometimes you just won't be able to get up close. Sometimes you have to, like, you know, there's a gap you have to close manually. So make this one first. Card added to the deck, very nice. We have space in our deck for a little bit more if we wanted to. And I need more ingredients first. Now, there was a crow's feather on the ground that I do not see anymore. Also, I wonder, could we remove things from our deck? You can make more of a thing, if you're so inclined. Yeah, I wonder if there'd be a point in which you'd want to, like, exclude things from our deck. Do I need... Like, the hurl rock is good, quick strike is good. Do I want this many sprints? Oh, wait, does that, like, delete it forever? Oh, shit. Right click? Not enough cards. Well, yeah, how do I add more? What if I say, give me a new deck? Not enough ingredients. Well, I don't want to make new ones. Huh. What are my ingredients? Realmless cards. Realmless cards. So what are my ingredients? My material counter is 2. Can't make any of these, yeah. Alright, let's go back to the first deck. Not enough ingredients. Shit. Did I fuck myself? Surely the game wouldn't let me just, like, screw myself. Materials. Not enough cards to exit this menu. In my mind, I wasn't, like, throwing the cards away. Oh, no, I hope I didn't fuck something. Okay, no, they're not thrown away. They're somewhere. Yeah, 3 out of 3 index, so 0 out of 3. So where did they go is the question. Is there, like, a discard? Oh, wait, hold on. Oh, you click up here? Is that the idea? Okay. Oh, I see. Okay, so if you click the middle, that's crafting a new one. If you click up or down. Okay. I knew. Okay, so what I'm thinking is I don't know if I want 3 sprints. Let's give me 2 of them. We have just 1 name for the heart. Yeah, block of wood is good. But you need 15. I think 15 is like the absolute minimum. Yeah. Loving a good rim. That's right. That's right. Yeah. Yeah, this needs a 15 minimum. But of course, I do subscribe to the idea of if there's cards you're kind of so-so on, you don't want them clogging up the deck. So find opportunities to relinquish things that you're not really feeling. Got some more rocks. You can only hold on to so many ingredients at a time. Mushrooms. Mushroom. Mushroom. There's combat over this way. So before I get into that, what can I do with this? I need a pig snoot to make a first strike. Yeah, I'm lacking a lot of things to make anything cool. I'll hold off for now. Go over here and look at my materials. This is a poisonous mushroom. Okay. Mother of Sorrowing, which we did pick up earlier, so even though we saw it and I didn't click it, it did get collected. These are the ingredients we know about. Okay. Well, in that case, let's begin the new combat. We know how to deal with these guys nice and quick. Any character standing in this tile becomes fragile. Fragile, if you will. I'm going to assume... Oh, no, here we go. There's a whole bunch. There's an owl. There's a boar back there. The boar is not as much of a concern. I can push him 2 blocks away. I'm kind of curious. It says any character standing on this tile. So if we do a quick strike, push his ass back. Now he is fragile. Presumably that means he'll take more damage. So then I can hurl a rock at his ass. And I guess the rest of his body too. Bam. Get fucked. I don't think I need 2 blocks of wood, so I'll discard 1 of those. I have no more things I can do after this, so I'll just go and wood myself up. I would if I could. Oh no, I have 3 that time. Now why did I get 3 this time? I know I gained 2, but it sacrifices 1. Maybe one of the other things I did made me gain wood, or maybe it carries over in between rounds. Yo, what's up, Ape Llama? Good to see you, buddy. Yeah, Fragile must be Italian. Good to see you, buddy. Not sure if you're interested in this game. Ape Llama, you're of course a storied Souls-like expert. No pressure, but it's all on you. And you know, I'm putting it all on you. But it's an interesting like deck builder with some Souls vibes and some Souls shenanigans going on here. We discard something to exhaust this Mind Glare. I'm not sure what the Mind Glare does if it is left to persist. It does cost one mana to remove it from ourselves. If I get a kill, though, I will get 2 mana back, which is nice. So I'll discard this. Oh, can I use it on you? Cool. I guess I'll do that, and I'll discard. I don't think I need 2 defensive swings, because I have no of the thingies anyway. That's why. So if I walk up... Actually, no, I shouldn't walk up. I want to spend as much of this as possible. It'll do 3 damage. He has 7. Yeah, so I definitely want to get the kill on this guy. Although, I guess no matter how I slice it, I have no way to get up there anyway. So... if I were to use Aim for the Heart on this dude, it wouldn't get me anything. If I, like, walked here... or even, like, walked... yeah, there's... because I think it's a range of 2 to 8. I have to do it, like, from this far away, basically. Or, like, from somewhere around there. Yeah. So let's go ahead and do that, then. Let's go ahead and... the quick strike on him. If I walk up, do the quick strike. The problem. That's the problem. I mean, this guy's getting got no matter how you slice it. But what I wanted to do is take a sidestep and then shoot at that dude. If I walk up, use the quick strike. Yeah, because this costs 2. Shit. Not gonna happen. Alright, well, in that case, I will... guarantee the kill. What? You. I clicked above, that's why. Dead. And now... that's all. That's, like, great and all. But I can't really do much else here, so I'll just end my turn. Heard about this one for now? Yeah. I'm pretty not great at deck builders. I'm honestly in the same boat. I enjoy deck builders. I don't play them very often, and I, don't usually play them, and I certainly don't usually stream them, just because for people that are good at deck builders, it's probably insufferable watching my scrungy ass struggling. Not sure what this does, but I think the idea is we don't want it in our inventory. No, I can't knock him back at all. He's gonna be up against this guy for a minute. And I don't think we'll be able to kill him this round. I'm gonna, like, return this to him. If I cast it back on you, does that do something, maybe? The sprint I would not fuck with, probably. It is a 2 movement, a 2 movement. I should probably use the block of wood, though. No. Do that. I do have Fury Strike, which is nice, and I've played... oh, but I just got this card. Hence why... actually, maybe... does it start at 4? Maybe it starts at 4. So, for sure, hurl the rock. Get his ass. Fuck him up. Oh, you have to discard something, though. Quick strike. Because then I would do block of wood. Myself. But that's the thing. As great as this card is, I'm 1 step away. So if I move up to use this thing, it's gonna do me no good. So, no bueno there. Ow! Oh, he's able to move up and then strike. He's nice and juicy and plump and delicious. So I could fuck him up nice and good. That one would do 3. That'd be pretty slick. So I could hurl thing at this fella. Get his ass. Discard sprint. Do 3 damage guaranteed. So this is basically free. Oop. Right there. I feel kind of stupid when it comes to building decks. Well, thankfully this game is not overly complicated so far. I mean, we'll see if that sticks around, but for now it's being pretty reasonable. I actually think I might just go ahead and do the defensive swing. The temptation to, like, do a couple of quick strikes is cool, but I kind of want him to stay in my range because if he does his charge attack, it's big damage. That was also big damage, that matter. We know it's gonna hurt, but finish him. Murder the shit out of him. Now that seemed like it was doing a lot of damage, more than I was expecting. Plus 1 less. Oh, because he was fragile. That's why. That's why. I wasn't considering the fragility. That. That stacks. Oh, new cards unlocked. That's exciting. So, whole bunch of cool new things. Oh, it's like a new flavor of cards. That's kind of cool. Materials. Okay, and our maximum number of materials is okay. That's reassuring. Well, wait, no, hold on. What the heck? 2 out of 14. Oh, okay. At first, I thought that meant like we had a limited inventory. No, this means like materials you find before you level something and unlock a new set of options for your cards. So yeah, now we can like potentially make some more stuff. I could make another first strike. Actually, no, I could make my first strike. But I want 3 blocks of woods and 3. I don't think I want 3 quick strikes. I'll remove a quick strike. Defensive swing, I think, is pretty good. And block of wood scales or like synergize as well with that. So making a first strike is not bad. It's kind of expensive, though. But it is 3 damage. And also you get 2 of that mana back if you use it first. So that is pretty slick. What are the other ones? Anything else that uses the snoot? Everything else we have plenty of. I'll go and make one of these. Oh. That's a solid card, I think. And then I could make, I would say maybe one of these, maybe. Except I don't know if I have enough of the juice. I have none of the juice. If it kills, you get block, which is nice, because you remove his skin. And you wear it, I guess. Enchant weapon, more damage and next attack, that's pretty cool. Sacrifice fill 1 mana? I'm guessing that means fill 1 mana as a sacrifice. I'm gonna guess that means you just lose a mana. Well, no. You cast... Oh, I see it. It costs nothing on its own. But then sacrifice. Now, what's the... Okay, yeah. This card is discarded by another card. Discarded by another card. Oh. Oh, I think I understand. Okay, so earlier I was wondering, now why was block of wood, it would say sacrifice 1 block, but you gain 2 blocks. I was like, I was not understanding why we're always gaining 2. But if you sacrifice this card, then rather, if like you discard this card from another card's discard action, like sprint, for instance, if you use sprint to remove this, you lose a block. I understand now. So if you were to use something like sprint to discard enchant weapon, then you would lose 1 mana. Now I get it. Now I get it. Also, Jimmy with that raid. Thank you, my man. Thank you, dude. We are playing Death Howl. Very interesting deck builder. I was just saying I don't play a lot of deck builders, and don't tell anybody, but I'm just slightly a bit of a dumbass sometimes. So I'm trying to learn, but I am having a fun time. This is a very cool game so far. The systems are not overtly complex yet, but deck builders can sometimes get a little bit weird. But it's pretty cool. I'm liking it so far. This game came out about a month ago. It's still pretty fresh. So this is interesting too. Quick slash costs nothing, does 1 damage, and you can get it back once per turn. But I need not enough. Oh, I need more of these things. Right. That's a pretty cool card. I'd be curious to grab that one. But yeah, so the problem is not a lack of ingredients. The problem is a lack of souls of the damned. Okay, so in that case, we shall mosey on. But thank you. Thank you, Jimmy, for that raid. Very generous of you. And you've heard my spiel plenty of times, Jimmy. If there's any clips you want to share, I'd love to see whatever you've got, whatever kind of fun stuff you've been working on your streams. Big fan of Mr. Jimmy. He's a cool dude. We all love him. Great fella. And let's do a quick shout out to what you were up to on this fine day. I'll rest at the bonfire, get our health back, and also meet with our favorite moose friend. Quick shout out for Mr. Jimmy, though. See what he's been up to on this fine evening. This fine-ass evening somewhere in Secret World. I'm going to guess you're probably doing another challenge run. Cantrip spell, or cantrip versus spell slot. Yeah. Yeah, that echo ability was pretty slick. Or it looks pretty slick, at least. So I haven't gotten far. These spirits are persistent. Might be able to help you out, though. Yeah, so we saw this moose earlier, and we became besties. I'm a spirit traveler. All right. Another sacred grove, one of many. Okay. So nice for fast travel, which is good because some of these are kind of far and few between. Trying to find our son, who is, I think, in the spirit world. That's like the implication. Taken from me, and I don't know, there's like something that kind of implies that he's beyond saving, but we're gonna try, gosh darn it. Was our name already? Family's tied to this world. They're totems, he says. Look at our totems. So we have a couple of I guess, yeah, accessories or things we have equipped. I'm guessing we can apply them to these slots here. So, Father's Talisman gives you an additional card every turn. That's good. Oh. I guess the idea is we weren't previously wearing those, but now we can. Now we can equip them. That's pretty neat. We know where our next destination is going to be, and we know we see it on the map as well. This spot up here, I'm pretty sure. What are the other ones, though? Brother's bracelets. When I was a child. Used to be a necklace back in the good old days. First turn. Extra hit. Extra damage on the next attack. First turn, next damage, or +1 damage on next attack. Oh, we only have the one slot. I see. So it's either one more card, one more damage on next attack once. First turn, you gain some defense. Or a random enemy is weakened on the first turn. More cards in the first turn probably sounds the neatest. And eventually, I'm hoping we'll get more slots on those. He's a cool dude. We like Jim. He's a cool guy and a fellow extra lifer. You can see by the banner above my goofy little head here that we have, we do extra life stuff here as well. So, big fan of charity kinds of shenanigans. He's a cool lad. He's a cool fella. Let's see if I can get up to this spot. And I'm going to assume defeated spirits means they've respawned by now. But I'm really curious to see what the nests are. I'm curious to see what's up there. Now, I realize I could have, like, gone around, but I was like, let's explore new areas. That's what we've been up to. And we got Elgas now. So what's up, buddy? Elgas, always a pleasure. Go down this way. I was thinking maybe we would have to refight some things, but I don't think we have to. We will have to do one fight for shoresies. So I'll make my starting position this guy right here. Looks right at me. Good. Let him look. I like it when they watch. Yeah, grenade, shotgun, exactly. Should have been knocked one way. But yeah, it's like it was like some kind of like race condition where something happened mid knockdown, and yeah, like the game got confused, which is very good. So first strike. Thing is, it's like, I think that means the first card you spend. First card you play. So I wouldn't be able to sprint up and use first strike, but it's only a difference of 1 anyway. So yes, that would basically cost 1 to use, and it's 3 damage, which is pretty good. That's, you know, half his health. I could then do maybe block of wood and defensive swing if I have the juice for it. Let's go and do this first. Good shit. If I do block of wood, that costs me 2. Defensive swing would still cost a bunch. So unfortunately, to secure the kill, I can only do defensive swing. Kind of thinking I would, like, give myself some shields. Oh, I just noticed I didn't heal, by the way. On the Cairn Stones. That's a little surprising. What if I did it wrong? Ow. I was kind of expecting that I was going to heal to full, because that's what happened last time. Oh, maybe it's because I didn't have... Well, no, I would have had 1 Death Howl. Yeah, very strange. Maybe I, like, didn't do it right. Maybe I, like, didn't click something right, or like, the... Oh, maybe the cutscene happened, but I didn't technically rest at the stones. Maybe that's what it was. Well, anyway, So we can hurl some rocks. That would get him down to 2 health. I don't think I can kill him this round, unfortunately, but I can shield up big time. Yeah. So let's do this. I'm gonna hurl a rock. And I'm just gonna sacrifice that one. I'll definitely shield up. I think I'll just do 2 shields. Make sure I take no damage from his next attack. There we go. We'll attack. We'll block. Oh, he does 2 attacks? What a cheater. What a cheating cheater. I'm so upset. I'm furious even. Let's just go in for the kill. Yeah, I'm for the kill. Oh, except that'll call... Oh, no, except we'll get some juice back. Right, we'll get 2 mana back. Get his ass. Get some trinkets. Now, what I'm curious about is a few things, actually. More resources. After 14, we'll get some kind of level up. I want to get kind of close. Oh, except there's another fight we have to do. If we have to do another fight, I should probably just go ahead and heal. Let's try this again, because I think I did it wrong last time. Especially considering how none of the spirits were resurrected. I think that's what was supposed to happen. So, to next teardrop. Don't know what that means. Let's see. Does that mean it costs 3 to rest here? Because I wanted to create some more cards for myself. Now I'm a little bit concerned. Oh, or maybe like we're depositing these for the next teardrops? I don't know what the teardrop is. I'm gonna take that chance. I'm gonna take that chance. So we could make one of the... Yeah, the Echo one is interesting. Quick Slash, it's 1 damage. Costs nothing. And after you play it, you get it back, I think, just once. I think you can only like juggle it once, which is pretty slick. This one's also pretty slick. Costs nothing. Next attack does more damage. And when it's sacrificed, then it costs 1 mana. That part's interesting. Take Skull. If you get a kill, you draw a card. Ooh, that's kind of nice. Costs 2 less this turn. That's really nice, but we haven't found any of the pieces of alright. Sounds alright to me. I know. I can't help it. I have a condition. If you get a... This one's pretty cool, too. If you get a kill, you gain 3 shield. That's pretty slick. Thing is, this card is great for... This one. But we only have 1 of these, though. And it's a good card. But, like... maybe I shouldn't, like, build entirely around that concept of, like, throw a lot of cards if you only have one thing that really benefits from it. Whereas we do have a number of things that say... We have 2 of these that say this will cost less if you have a lot of shields. Maybe, like, going heavy into shields would be a smart idea. Let's do one of those. And it's pretty cheap. It only costs 1. That's pretty sweet, honestly. So I'm pretty happy with that. Alright, so I'm glad I made one of those. Am I allowed to rest? Yes. So I'll say yes. Does that deposit it? It does. And now I've properly healed. But because it's... Here's the Dark Souls aspect. Now the dudes have respawned. Previously defeated, but we do have to fight them again. Or do I say, fuck all that noise? Actually, no. Here's what I can do. I can just fast travel to here, and I only have to do 1 fight again to get this guy. Let's do that. Let's do that, then. How's that sound? Yo, what's up, Ryan Octoclops? Good to see you, buddy. He's just playing that Peak. Actually, I'm not playing Peak, but that game is also good. No, this game's pretty cool. This game's pretty cool. It's a little bit It's a little weird. It's kind of unusual, but I'm liking it. I'm liking it. I don't do a ton of roguelikes, or not okay, that's false. I don't do a ton of deck builders. I think this game does have some roguelike elements as well. But, no, I don't do a ton of deck builders, but I'm liking it so far. I probably won't be able to kill, or I definitely won't be able to kill, but I probably won't be able to, like, hit with this turn. I mean, to do anything, I'd have to get right here. Be able to use aim with the heart, which would cost 2. That's probably my best bet. Or I try shielding up. Because he might struggle getting to me in time. He has 3 movements. He'll be able to go bop, bop, bop. I don't think he'll be able to also attack or charge, I think. I guess I don't know for sure, and I guess there's no way to know exactly. But yeah, I could just shield up. That does carry over into the next round. Yeah, maybe that's like the more, you know, defensive idea. Or, I mean, it's like, I want to do something. I don't want to just stand here like a chump. Let's shield up. Let's test that theory. If he is able to, say, get to right here, bop, bop, if he's able to get to right here, would he also be able to charge? I'm hoping the answer is no. Hoping the answer is no, but otherwise, yeah, despite having all these cards, that's all we can do from here. Let him come to me. Right, so now he's able to charge. There we go. Yeah, deck builders, that's awesome, man. Oh, so you've been playing as well, right? Not Clops. I'm glad you're liking it, man. I'm glad you're liking it. It's interesting for sure. I don't play a lot of deck builders, but I'm curious to see more for sure. Also, it looks like we did not. I guess I was wrong. I thought the shields carried over. The block carried over, but clearly it does not. That's okay. If I get the kill, I get some shield, but it's not going to get the kill. It only costs 1 anyway. So first and foremost, if I take block of wood, give me 2, and that'll make this just cost 1. So that is a good idea, I think. Let's think about this. This will cost 2. This will cost 1. That'll leave me with 2 left. I can move up and then do take skin. And that'll be it. Or I could hurl a rock. They both do 2 damage, so it really doesn't matter. Do that. Definitely have the 2 block right now. This one is nice and cheap. Oh, I'd have to hurl the rock and then walk up and cast that guy. Oh. So it's gonna be good damage no matter how we slice it. The sprint. We gained another hurl rock if we felt so inclined. Tempting, but I think I'm just gonna stick with the plan of a guaranteed 3 damage. And also, you won't be able to charge me anymore, because we're going to be in melee range. That at least makes the next round less scary. We did block fully, which is nice, because of the 2 block we had. So look at that. Paying for itself in spades. Let's do the quick strike. Push his ass back. Then rock his fucking world. He's out of there, baby. In the last area? Oh, man. Game helps you along the way. Right. Well, that's nice. If you've been in a zone for a while. I'm glad you're liking it, right? Not to collapse. And the fact that you like deck builders a lot and you are enjoying this one tells me this is probably a pretty darn good one in the grand scheme of things. Howl of Spirits. What are some other deck builders you're a fan of? Right, not to collapse, because, of course, everyone knows Slay the Spire. Everyone knows Slay the Spire. That's a big one. And Monster Train, that's another big one. Your sacrifice will be in vain, or maybe you want to die. There's one we played last year that I really, really enjoyed called Dungeon Clawler. Not Crawler, Clawler. It's a claw game deck builder. And the deck that you build isn't really a deck of cards, but it's stuff you have in a claw machine. So you use a claw to, like, grab the stuff, like in arcades, that kind of deal. And you have to consider the shape of the things you're grabbing, like how heavy they are, how big they are, and also the shape of the claw you have and other special abilities. It's a really cool game. It's really, really good. It's probably my favorite deck builder I've played yet. But it's a pretty non-traditional deck builder, so, you know, some might kind of turn up their nose at it. Some of the traditional deck builder enjoys, but I love that game. Yeah, it's a really good one, man. Yo, what's up, Jin? Appreciate you popping in. It's good to see you. Have a nice sleepies to you. Thank you for popping in. Always nice to have you. I tell folks all the time, if you're here for 5 seconds or 5 minutes, I appreciate the time regardless. It's a good game, and they've updated it a couple times since I last played, because I think last time I played it, it was still in early access. So they've definitely upped the ante even more. I think what I want to do is I want to enter from this side. That way I could have, like... Because, yeah, like, where you enter into combat can be... Oh, shit, I thought I was a genius. I thought I could, like, be right here. Doesn't work that way. It's always going to be on the barriers. In that case, I guess I could challenge this guy from afar. And I really do mean from afar. Not killing him this round, but I could at least go for hurling rocks at him and aim for the heart, just to fucking do something, man. Chuck says, ask my wife. It's a really good game. It's some good stuff, man. See what's funny about, like, that kind of comment? It's like when someone goes, like, just ask my wife. It's like, well, no, I know them too. I'm friends with them too. So I will ask them. No, I won't. What I will do is, yeah, I could, like, do a one-step and challenge this guy. I don't know what he's capable of. I'm gonna guess poison, maybe? He's a sob slug. It's a real sob story. So I probably shouldn't, like, put myself in the intersection of two bad guys, because that's just asking for trouble the next round. So what I'll do is I'll hurl a rock, and then I'll aim for the heart, and then I'll probably shield up and just hope for the best. Hurl that shit. Oh, is it too far away? It's 2 to 3, dude. It is too far away. So I can move up. Could move up. If I moved up entirely, what options would that give me? I definitely don't want to be here. I don't want to be in that spot. That's just asking for it, man. Now, the good news is he has a pretty slow range, or slow movement, so he'd be able to go bop, bop. Now, the question is, who would move first? Because if he moved here, he wouldn't be able to attack me. I'm gonna guess, though, that owls have, like, a higher initiative. Whatever this game's equivalent of initiative would be. So he probably moves last. So I really should, like, challenge this guy. The problem is, if I put myself here, he's got flank on me. So maybe I would do best to put myself here and throw shit at this guy. So it's not going to be a great round, unfortunately. What I could do is disperse my shenanigans. I could do aim for the heart on him. And then move here. Thing is, that would leave me with just one. I could throw a rock at that guy, yeah. But I wouldn't be able to block up. The knight, well, actually, he'd definitely be able to hit me. Let's just do that. Let's just do aim for the heart. Fuck you. And then I'll block up. And let come what may. I can't throw it at him, yeah. Let the rest of it, we leave to Jesus. Puts the thing on me. He probably does the same. No, he actually goes for the oh, I forgot. They can hit and then move back. Oh, he was able to move and attack, and now I'm poisoned. Ooh, it's spooky. Spooky. So I don't know what that does. You. And then I discard. Probably sprint, because I don't need to move anywhere right now. And take his skin, but I only get the real benefit if it's a kill. Now the good news, we have a couple things to our advantage here. I can do a quick strike to push his ass back. Get the fuck out of here. Oh shit, he has something. Oh, gross. Block when damaged. It's a bunch of block too. Not be moved by other characters. God damn it. God damn it, man. God damn it. Unfortunate. But what I should be doing is I should be looking at these before I get too into this, honestly. Shogun Showdown, I've heard really good things about. Cobalt Core, I've heard is amazing. Inscription, I've heard is good. Fights and Titan, yeah. All good ones, man. And Peglin, yeah, I've heard Peglin's a real good one. I actually, not even heard, I've watched it for sure. This is a tough one, man. This is a tough one. I'm gonna guess the poison icon means we just take... poison amount, so we just take one additional hit. Damn, man, this little fucker is gonna be a shitter and a fucker. It's an awful combination. I think the best I can do is Like, just focus this guy and hope that they can't do too much to me from afar. No, I can't push him. Can I hold a rock at this guy? I could. I could straight up hold a rock at that guy. I would have to sacrifice something. I mean, I suppose... The good news is I think he's like, turtled up, so he might not do anything next round. So if I focus your ass... Yeah, maybe that's okay. Do a block of wood. Block myself up a little bit, see if that'll withstand whatever else is coming our way. He does put on the glare. He's glaring me twice. Does anybody know what the glare does? I'm kind of unclear. Poison has... Ooh, that's actually pretty bad poison. Exhaust, removes the card from battle. Like, I'm guessing the idea is you don't want the glare. Like, it's bad, and it costs 1 to remove it. But when you click to remove it, you can, like, give it to someone else, I guess? It just takes up... Okay, it just takes up a space. So, like, who you direct it towards does not matter, I'm guessing. Discard this one. There you go. Easy. Hopefully that's not, like, an illegal game remove I just pulled. I should go ahead and damage him with something. Oh, fucking hell, I should have done that first. I should have done that first, man. I could have saved myself a whole lot of trouble. Well, at least it'll hurt him. And it'll cause him to go into the defensive mode. Shit, I should have read this first, man. Thank you for helping out, though, right, Notclops. That's very helpful. Helping my chumpy ass to loin. I got lots to loin. Look goes to the block. Everyday men's in the block. I get the poison. The glare on my ass. Games like this do not deserve honor. I mean it's a cool game. What do you mean like deserve honor? You mean like games like this you have to like be really careful? Because I mean I'm getting fucked up pretty bad right now. This might be where we get our first death, our first L as it were. I should definitely do the take skin on his ass. Give me that good. Get that shield, baby. And then I would like to... The only way to kill him is throw the rock at him. So I could go here. He'll do exactly that. Now he can attack twice is the thing. Pull the rock to kill. Guard that guy, get him out of here. I can do a quick strike on you just for fun. Fuck you. He'll probably attack twice. He did not. He could have attacked twice. Oh, the poison is still fucking me up, though. Ooh, I think I have to win this round. I have to kill this round. First strike is there. Good. So it's really cheap. And yeah, there we go. Oh, I have to go back, though. That's fine. Or I just fuck him up and kill him, and he's dead, and he's not alive anymore. There we go. There we go. Find a Sacred Grove. That's right, we got fucked up pretty bad. Got some cool stuff, though. But yeah, don't give them honorable deaths. That makes sense, yes. Yeah. Yeah, the game deserves honor, but the bad guys, not so much. Alright, so what I'm unsure about... We can get close to the nest. I'm thinking the game will probably tell me if this involves combat. So because like the grid isn't opening up, I can probably get close to this without being in danger. Because I'm in the danger zone right now, man. I don't have much health. We were in a do or die situation. That one combat, well, actually, technically, the boar was the second combat, but the majority of that one combat was pretty rough. What is the nest? Oh, we gained a teardrop. Okay, unlock new skills. Cool. Well, we have to start from the base, from the bottom. Unique card for this region. Cool. Plucking Talons. And it exhausts the card from the deck. And if you kill with this card, you gain 2 other cards. Pretty damn good card, honestly. That's sick. And we got some nice resources. Got some new cards added to our arsenal. Our card arsenal, if you will. Good shit, man. Good shit. Well, I'm not going to go that way. Let's fast travel here and rest because my lady, got hecked. Now, I could go ahead and spend that 4 to get to the next teardrop. However, I kind of want to get that card added to my deck. Do I have to build the card? Or is it just there? Oh, it's... Well, no, hold on. Totems, map, progression, materials, quest. So if I want to look at the cards, there's the talons. There it is. Oh, I think it's already there. I say add that to my deck. Beautiful. That's a good card. All right, so I'm glad I don't have to create that. So do I want to spend resources to make some new cards, or do I want to go ahead and deposit my resources for some meta progression? Right. Some can strike twice. Right, yeah. Yeah, so for the crow heads, they can like either move to attack and then move back, or they can attack twice. And I was expecting him to attack twice, but no, he like attacked and then like tried to move, and that was it. Yeah, one attack type or the other. Right, that makes sense. What's up, Fahrenheit? Good to see you, buddy. Have I checked out Death Trash? No, I have not, but I've watched that game. I've like watched other people stream it. It looks really fucking dope. What if we got credit for teardrops in real life? Yeah, there you go. What's up, Sassy? Yeah, other than the teardrop tattoos. Happy New Year to you as well, Sassy. It's good to see you, bud. Good to see you. Is there anything that I would want to make for myself? We found some cool ones. Poison is awful. Poison fucking sucks, man. That shit hurts. Sacrifice. If you sacrifice this card, it upgrades. Increase the damage of this card by 1 for the rest of the battle. So if you sacrifice this card, the next time you gain it, it will do more damage, presumably. Which is interesting. So if you're sacrificing a lot, if you're just doing a lot of cards that force you to discard something else, that is interesting. Rates discarded cards. So yeah, so these would like spec well together. Reckless and Lost Dagger. Double Strike. If it's the last card you play in a turn, you gain another card. But how do you know it's the last card in your turn? Play this as your last... Oh, the last card in your hand. Okay, that makes more sense. It kind of... Yeah, this has a similar presentation as Death Trash. Yeah, absolutely. The more you cry, the more powerful you become. Hell yeah, man. Hell yeah. Yeah. It's in almost full... Oh, that's good to know. That's good to know. Yeah, of course, Fahrenheit. Because I'm always keeping tabs on the really good games, man. I'm always keeping tabs on that shit. Now, there's a second tab. Is there a second tab here? No, it's just one tab for that first grouping. Are there any cards that I want to remove? Hurl Rock is pretty neat. Quick Strike is okay. I might be tempted to remove that one. And Sprint, yeah, I don't know. I think I don't think I need 3 blocks of wood. First Strike is good. Furious Strike it can be good, but man, that's expensive. You have to play a lot of cards for Furious Strike to work really well. It's your job, Alex. Well, I wish it was my job, but this is of course a hobby. So it behooves me to, to try to do well in this hobby, perform well in this hobby, so to speak, by keeping tabs of things. But yeah, everyone is full time. I would if I could, but gotta pay the bills. That is the reality. I don't get them alias numbers, which is fine. He's been doing it longer than I have. But no, it's something I enjoy doing, and it's when it comes to spending time looking into interesting games to stream or applying for review keys or emailing key distributors or publishers, it's worth it. I enjoy it. But no, I don't suffer any delusions. You do just as well. Well, thank you, Fern. I appreciate that, bud. I appreciate it. It is a pretty cool little game. So if you enjoy Death Trash, if you enjoy the kind of deck builder kind of vibe, this one's pretty interesting. And it started pretty simple, but as is often the case with deck builders, once you get more flavors of cards, you see new abilities, or not new abilities, but new things that are attached to cards. So this one, we get this is a special effect. If you're playing the last card in your hand, which means I would maybe want to remove the ability that gives me a +1 extra card on the first round of combat. That kind of stuff. I could create any of these, I think. I can't craft that one because we don't have any of the Aurorite. Oh, I see. If it has the outline. If it has the outline, that means it's buildable. So I can't remove the poison, which is a bummer, because poison sucks every butt. Every single butt. Once that Only Hobbits page... Yo, once that Only Hobbits page pops off, Chuck, that's my ship rolling in, baby. That's it, baby. That's it, man. Well, thank you, Sassy. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. We do bounce around a lot, and to be honest, I think what'll inevitably happen this year is that will probably slow down. I probably won't be bouncing around as often. There will still inevitably be things that I, like, jump in to try, but I get the impression, like, some of the key distribution sites are starting to slow down a little bit, and maybe that's temporary. Maybe that's just because, you know, we're in January. This is a slower time. This is a slower time of the year for streaming. Any content creator who's been doing this for a while will tell you, after the holidays, there is a slump that tends to happen with viewership and just overall engagement. So that is inevitable. But yeah, I just kind of, I can't help but wonder if, yeah, like, key distribution sites will be maybe a little bit less generous. Because, yeah, I feel like a few of them really popped off kind of the end of the year there, but I think there'll be a little bit less of this going forward. So I think for the next few weeks, probably, we'll be able to kind of go back and get caught up on a couple things. Yeah. Get that Seth Rogen laugh. No, he has a very good laugh. It's infectious. Well, also with Alias, he's been doing a really good job of, like, he's been doing it for a while. And I think he was full-time before he became partner. I think his viewership allowed him to like go full-time more or less before he got partner. And his YouTube is doing very well. So he's doing a good job. He did a good job of, like Fahrenheit pointed out, like, he was in on the ground floor with Noita, which I think helped. And then he was able to kind of use that momentum to also get a YouTube channel going and a couple other things. And he was able to, like, snowball really well. So he saw the opportunity and he seized it correctly. So he was very smart about how he handled it. Stream every day for 4 to 6 years and hope you get lucky. Yeah. Well, I mean, there's luck, but there's also being smart, which is what Alias did. Also, Dutson with the raid up. Thank you, buddy. Thank you for that raid, man. Doing some Stardew. I don't know if you've seen this game, Dutson. You're a fellow variety man like I am. You might be into some deck building shenanigans, but it's a pretty cool little game. If you've played Slay the Spire, it is a deck builder. The way that Slay the Spire is a deck builder, but also there's this, like, overworld map, and there's, dare I say, some Soulsborne shenanigans going on where if you take out the bad guys, you've defeated them and their spirits have been vanquished. But if you rest at the bonfire, the Sacred Grove, it resurrects them. So the spirits pop back in and you've previously defeated them, but they're there again. And then, of course, there's things you've never fought before. And as you are fighting the bad guys, you're getting, where are they? You're getting materials for crafting new cards. It's a deck builder, so you can make a bunch of cards. You can even make different decks if you're so inclined. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little game. I'm liking it a lot so far. It's a pretty cool one, man. So I'm liking it. This is Death Howl, and it came out like a month ago, so it's still pretty fresh. We got Dutz in the house. We got Alex. What's up, bud? Thank you for joining in, guys. And Dutz, you know the deal. If whenever someone raids, I always love to ask if you have any clippies to share. I'm always down to see the clippies. Anything of yours you want to share with us? It's my favorite way to express gratitude whenever folks like you are nice enough to raid into us. Yeah, that's awesome. That's awesome, Fahrenheit. Yeah, because, yeah, Fahrenheit, of course, knows Alias in real life. Who makes it work for him, man. Got to be one of 4 things to make it. Good at games, pretty, funny, or lucky. I used to think that luck was, like, a really big part of making it as a streamer, which is to say, you know, building up, like, a big audience, that kind of thing. But based on what I've observed, I think luck is only a pretty small part of it. I think it's more about, like, I mean, I guess luck can, like, be a, like, right person at the right time, or just recognizing that a game could stream potentially well and kind of being there at the ground floor. But I think a big part of it is, like, knowing what to do once you have that little opportunity and recognizing the opportunity. So luck, I'm not going to say it's not a thing, but I think it's probably the like, near the bottom. Maybe not near the bottom, but it's not as big of a thing as others make it out to be. I think there's a big factor of like recognizing opportunities and knowing how to seize it, knowing how to make it work for you. So yeah, you know all about this one. Yeah, it is an element. Dutson nailed it. Yeah. A lot of networking, making yourself likable, which is hard. There was a guy, what's his name? Blanking on the guy's name, but he, for a while there, he was making like some videos about like, because he ran, he wasn't a streamer really himself, but he ran an agency that hired streamers, and he was like, based on his observations, these were the things he talked about. And for like, his big thing was like, make yourself entertaining. And he's like, that's hard to do, and it's hard to define that, but you need something to like draw the people in. And like Fahrenheit says, there's a lot of factors that could make someone entertaining, but it's like, make yourself like different or unique or special or something. But it's hard, and people smarter and more, you know, more well-resourced than I am spend a lot of time trying to figure out how to answer that question. So it's tricky. But that's how it is, man. It is late. Yeah, no, I don't blame you, Dutson. Thank you for that raid, my man. Thank you for sharing the clip as well. Like I said, Dutson, a fellow indie game enjoyer and variety man in his heart of hearts. And yeah, he's of course already heard about this game, but it is pretty cool. It is pretty cool. I think I'm gonna make myself a little something. I'll make myself something pretty. This one sounds interesting. It says 2 times 1, basically. So it's 2 hits of it's a double strike. So it's a 2 tap of 1 damage. And some of you might say, well, okay, why not just do 2 damage? But sometimes, like, an individual strike will register differently than a strike that does 2. So that one is tempting. That Echo card is also interesting because it counts as playing the card. And then I think if you play it once, it goes back to your hand, and it costs nothing to play. But I think you can only echo it once per turn. I think it means you can only echo it once. You can't just spend it forever, which would be ridiculous, obviously. Enchant sounds interesting. Lost Dagger also sounds interesting. But that only really gets interesting if you're doing a lot of discards. A lot of sacrifices, basically. So I'm thinking what I should probably do is, if I'm gonna do any of these, I need to start to like kind of hone in on a direction. Because right now our deck is kind of directionless. Hurl Rock, of course, gives you a lot of discards. So that would be nice for the Lost Dagger. And I was originally thinking I was gonna maybe discard one of these or remove one of them from the deck. But I think I'll keep those. I think I might remove the Quick Strikes. And I think I might remove 1 Sprint. That one's still good. I think some block is good. My brain. It's plucking talents. I thought it said fucking talents at first. Like, yo, that's fucking metal, bro. Hell yeah. You only echo it once, exactly. There's a fun build in the northern regions. Yeah, so I think what I might do is I might go for Sacrifice. Could be pretty interesting. If I'm tempted to do Double Strike, and of course the fact that I have removing the number of cards wouldn't really matter because it's really like the size of your deck that matters for this Double Strike, or not Double Strike. Oh yeah, it is Double Strike. Yeah, you get an additional draw if it's the last card in your hand. Yeah, so that part's interesting. But of course, you need the mana to make this work. That only costs 1, which is kind of neat. Yeah, I think I might try for this guy. I think that could do for some interesting shenanigans. The problem is, you would really want this to work if you had multiple of them. I can only build 1. So yeah, maybe I should think more about things I want to that would do okay with just having 1 of them. I would need another Snoot to get another of those guys. I can make a few of these if I was so inclined. I think I will go for one of these. Give me a Double Strike. Have a nice lean deck of the bare minimum that we need. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go into my totems. And instead of my first turn having an additional card, we'll say my first turn. That's interesting. The problem is it could give an enemy weak that I can't reach. So that doesn't seem as enticing to me. They do a little bit more damage. The classic. Can't do wrong with that. Do some damage. Let's go and deposit our stuff. Sounds good, Dutson. Thank you again for the raid. Very generous of you, man. Really appreciate you. Let's get some good sleepies. Thank you again for sharing the clip, too. That was very fun. Dutson always has some good clippies. Alright, so... can I, like, move the mouse? Yeah, there we go. So I can continue down this way. We can also try to moving up this way to hit up a couple more nests, which is a great way to continue that meta progression. Do I want to fight everything? I probably don't need to. And there's also a significant fight next to that nest, which is a little bit scary. What I think I might do is I think I will indeed see, maybe pick a fight over here. At least see what awaits us. It's another boar and a crow. I definitely do want more of those snoots. So I'll take this as kind of an optional fight. Starting position so I can go right for his ace. The fucking talons. It does 5 goddamn damage. That's metal as AF. And look at that. That is a... Oh, because it's a 2 times. Normally it's 4 damage, right? So this would actually do a 2 and 2. Hence why where... Well, if it did just 2 damage, this wouldn't be as much of a benefit. But because that's... it gets that +1 to damage for the first attack. That's pretty sick, actually. So I think what we'll do is we'll do exactly that. I'm going to move up. Moving up slowly now. We'll double tap. And now, of course, this won't do as much damage, but it'll still do some good stuff. I was gonna say it'd be cool if I could do something else, because I don't have the mana. But I'll be able to get anything else really neat from this. I can't use the Hurl Rock. I can't use Block of Wood, which is the same. So that is the end of that turn, but still a pretty darn good first turn. To just straight up kill something that had 8 HP is nothing to sneeze at. That's pretty neato. I can spend a bunch of cards. We can go and use this one to make it pretty cheap. I'm thinking I might remove this from my deck at some point because it's so expensive and it takes a lot to make it worthwhile. It's not even a matter of the cards being a lot to like having the cards to use it. It's a matter of having the mana to be able to keep the ball rolling. So that does 3 damage. These guys are 7 to the 6. The good news... Well, no, actually, no, maybe not the good news. I was going to say I might be able to have what it takes. But maybe not so much. Now, okay, the good news is that is a ranged attack at least. Yeah, I'm probably not going to be using Block of Wood this time. Damage, yeah, it's still gonna be coming up short. Pencil Swing only costs 2 now. But I have to move up, which costs 1. Yeah, no matter how I slice it. Oh, but, oh, I'd miscounted. Okay, so in that case, oh, but I need to melee. I need to go up in melee range, right? Yeah, no melee range. So actually, I shouldn't have sacrificed the wood. I had miscounted the amount of mana I was going to have. I could have been able to shield up and take less damage. What I'm gonna do, though... Well, I would have taken damage regardless. What I'm gonna do, though... Man, just kill his ass. Is, we'll do this fight. I'll take the stuff, and I'll take whatever they drop. And then I'm just gonna head back and heal anyway, which resurrects the dudes. I want to see if there's anything else there, if there was any secrets. And we knew it was gonna be a dead end, so if there was anything interesting there. They'll also give me the teardrop upgrade, which is nifty. That means here I can choose one of 2 paths. Distorted Hollows. When a spirit dies in the region, you'll receive a temporary spirit card. Interesting. Fill up your overwhelmed meter by hitting enemies, and then you unleash this overwhelmed aspect to gain strength. Of course, the next upgrade takes a little bit further. Go into melee range, they can only attack once. Oh, that is good to know, Rhinoceros. Yeah, to me, that's helpful information. I wouldn't call that backseating, so you're fine. No, that's helpful information because I noticed that sometimes they do attack twice, and the crow's heads do work that way if they're in ranged or if they're in a ranged position, then they can attack multiple times. That is very good to know. Temporary spirit card. I'm curious about this one. This could maybe be helpful for boss battles or like longer fights, basically. Oh, you have to fill it up though. I see. Okay, so that'll take a bit. What's less to play? Yeah, that's interesting. Cool. So, yeah, we're fully healed up now. So let's go and see what's up this a ways. Be a bit of a long journey. Okay. The presentation for this game is pretty slick. I do like what I'm seeing a lot. It's pretty good. Pretty darn good. Reminds me a little bit. A passage, but dark energy, you say. Maybe there's some kind of ability or item that can help us. It reminds me of just a little bit of Scald in its presentation. Not so much in the gameplay, but in like the color palettes and just the overall presentation. Scourge of the Lost of the Black Priory, I think was the subtitle. That was a really good game. And also a teensy bit of faith. A teensy bit of faith. Just from the, you know, the kind of like just the pixelated like the character designs. Just it's a higher fidelity than Faith. And of course there's no Mortis. So that, you know, is already meaning it's lacking something, but it is pretty cool though. Roll the rock to do 3 damage. Get half his health right then and there. Or I could just walk up and do a double strike. I say we'll do up. Or actually, I guess I could... Well, no, I can't do both. If I did a double strike, it would do 2 damage now. Well, yeah, there we go. If I walk up, do double strike, and then I guess I could walk back and hurl the rock. I mean, no matter what, I should do this first and foremost. Or if I block up and do a couple things, that might be enough to finish him. Finish him. Double strike. Oh, I'm not going to have the mana for it, though. Unfortunately. But I could move back and hurl the rock at him. Oh. Get his ass. Discard Fury Strike. It's fine. Gonna get into range. Oh, right. He'll get into range and probably do 1 attack. Ow. That's fine, though. I could start by hurling a rock. I could still go for the Talon Pluckage. That would be the kill. I'll shmove up. This is a good fucking card, man. It's a very good card. With these guys. Now the question is, do I want to continue with that small amount of damage I took? It was only the 1 hit, so it's probably okay. We don't know what this Elder Spirit is capable of. I've never fought one of these things before. Clearly an elevated kind of enemy, but it looks like it's a palette swap of an enemy we're already familiar with. So we know we need to get in melee range for sure. Same row as enemies or in range, they can do strong attack. Right, the exclamation point means they're like in position for something scary. There's 4 of them total. This might be a spicy one for sure. If I walk up and do double strike, that'll be half his health. Or I could hurl 2 rocks at him. One would do 3, the other one would do 2. So that would be a more... Oh, but the thing is, he's going to do his charge. And of course, this guy's going to... Ooh, yeah, this could... So that spot would be dangerous for sure. Maybe I would do best to... Yeah, maybe say throw 2 rocks, which is very cheap. And then, like, maybe move to the side. To avoid the exclamation point. These things can be butt munchers. I'm not surprised. He's very healthy. Very healthy. No surprise there. Of course, I could just... I could do the 1 block, which is good, but I would need more to withstand his big hit. So I say... Yeah, let's do the hurl. Let's do the rock hurl. Hurl! We're just hurling. If I sacrifice the sprint, I get another card. Which would be pretty nice. I don't think we're using sprint. Yeah, we're not using sprint anyway. Offensive swing, that's fine. Not overly useful right now. I mean, we will be doing 1 shield. Now, that's the thing, too. If I shield up... Oh, that's the thing. Yeah, no matter how I slice it, no, we're not killing him this round. One of those things. Yeah, I'm not moving up. I think what I'll instead do... What I had just hypothesized. Go over here. Give me some shieldies. Probably my best bet for the time being. He'll move up, do a standard attack, which we will block. This guy's going to do his ranged attack. The other guys will do something. Oh, he is giving some kind of buff. Queued up to do something scary. They get more steps, so better movement. On the kill, this will give me more of the juice. Of course, we need to be 1 step away, which is fine. I need to move away anyway. So I can move up. Go for the kill. I either go for the kill and get free mana, or well, let's think about this. That does 4 health. 4 damage. I might be able to move up and kill this guy. It's tricky. If I got the kill on this dude, it would give me 2 more hearts, 2 more cards to work with, which is not bad. It's just I like the idea of getting the extra mana. So I get either extra cards or extra mana back returned to me. But would I be able to do 6 damage in 3 mana? Almost assuredly not. My gut tells me I should do this. Get the mana back. And now I can move up into melee range, so this guy will be less scary. We do still have some wood. I could block the majority of his 1 attack he would do. Yeah, we definitely won't be able to kill this round. Or if I stay put. No, there's really no benefit to that. Go into melee range. And 4 health. 4 damage, rather. The good news is I don't think... Well, let's see. It does have 1 additional step. It doesn't say... Yeah, I think 1 additional step. So he'd be able to go bop, 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 bop. So he'd be able to reach me for sure. Yes, yeah, so I'm getting 2 attacks. Let's go defensive. It's not much, but I think it will help. Shame, I wanted to damage this guy as well, but... 1 step at a time here. Who's back? Oh, not what I expected. Okay, well, that's actually kind of good then. First strike is free. In fact, I might even be able to get the bonus defense here. Be pretty slick. First strike. Oh. Oh, I have to be... It's melee range. Right, I knew that. I knew that. I mean, we have to do that first, obviously. First strike. Come up. And then that does... So we're 1 damage short. I could move back, throw the thing, move back up, and take the skin. I definitely want the take skin effect where I get the extra block added in. That's a definite gotta have it. Yeah. If I go back... Oh, no, because it takes another move. Yeah, yeah. Shit. That's a shame. In that case, then... And I'm wondering if maybe I'm doing myself a disservice by turtling up too much and, like, doing too much block. The good news, if I drop this one... What I'm not sure about is if this guy will gain the exclamation point. If he'll gain the ability to, like, instantly do the 2 attack. Or if that only happens if the turn begins... I'm sorry, the preceding turn ends with them, like, in position for a scary attack. You will get the... Okay, they would get the exclamation point. Yeah, that makes sense. So in that case... Yeah, maybe there is some virtue to turtling a little bit. Because we'll take 1 hit for sure from this guy. He'll move back. He might move into attack. But he won't be able to do a double. So the worst we'll get right now is 2. Whereas if I kill this one, I'm guaranteed to get 2. Maybe even 3. Because that guy could maybe get in position. So yeah. Maybe I'll just do what I can. Get him extra juiced down. And what I could do is block of wood and then defensive swing. That would be a guaranteed kill. So I'd get the defense and the kill, which is nice. But yeah, then we're getting 2 guaranteed attacks. And throw the... Oh, you can attack behind. That's good to know. So if I wanted to, I could fuck him up. That's good to know. Okay. Well, that makes me feel a little better, so it's not a complete wash. That, I think, is the right call. So let's turtle up. And hurl at this guy. Hurl! No extra things for discarding this guy. On to the next one. Who's back? 1 attack, not too bad. He is just chilling. Oh, I didn't know they had a block ability. Okay, so this one... Actually, we could potentially kill either one. I could go... Well, no, he's got a block on right now. I could straight up murder this guy for free. For free. Fuck him up. Some you can shoot past, some you can't. I'm gonna guess the default is you can shoot past, but if there's like a thing back here, if there's like a special ability, a special property, attack anyone who damages it. Interesting. Whenever, as like a free action, I wonder. Got his. Excuse me. We got his ass. I could move up by 1. Go for the plucking talons. Actually, what I would probably want to do... Yeah, no, I can't attack diagonally. What I'd probably want to do is maybe, like, move here. Throw that. Yeah, I can't do all of the above. Familiar situation. What I would do best to do is stay in this close-up range. So knowing foil I can't kill... Fuck him up real good. And then block it up. Or I could hurl a rock at this guy back here, but let's play it safe. Safe and smart. Yeah, it has the descriptions of whatever buff they have, or whatever like extra abilities they have, because yeah, he has the free movement kind of deal there. Yeah, that is very helpful. Thank you. Thank you, Rhino Club. Super helpful, bud. Now, so this is a bad... We don't want to end the turn in this square for obvious reasons. So I can hurl the rock to finish this fella. I think it's presumed that it would be in my best interest to go into melee range with this guy. It's going to get a little scary. I don't know what kind of retaliation he's capable of doing. But I don't intend to stick around to find out. So let's pop him. Discard. Yeah, probably Furious Strike. Could I potentially do Defensive Swing this turn? I would say there's a chance, but we don't have it. There's no way we'll do all the above. So we could do Block of Wood and then Defensive Swing. 3 guaranteed damage. Yeah, let's do that. Fence it up. Slap him good. He will retaliate instantly, I'm guessing. Oh, he has a higher dodge now. Or dodge, a higher movement now. I see. Okay, I was wondering what the retaliation meant. Try to attack anyone who damaged. I thought it was like instant, like thorns or something. Moves away because he's a punk-ass bitch. Alright, this isn't going to be as scary as I first thought it would be. 3 damage. Oh, excuse me. Oh, right, it's got to be melee range. Why do I always forget that? Move up. Fuck him up. Good damage. Unfortunately, hurl rocks probably aren't going to be happening here, but what I can do is what I did last time. Which is to say, block it up. On me. Gotta say, block up into defensive swing is actually a pretty not bad combo. You get a nice defensive boost, and of course, not bad damage along the way. And if you have extra shields along the way, that makes it even nicer for you. To do a lot worse. So not too bad. Our first Elder Beast could have been a lot spicier. And he dropped something extra shiny for our troubles. Schmancy. And we get a free point into our meta progression upgrades. I like it. GG's, man. Thank you, Ryan Octoclops. You're providing helpful information, like, mechanically. But I appreciate your consideration and not, like directing me what to do or anything. You're giving me intel and you're helping mechanically. But you're not like being backseaty, so I appreciate your consideration and your assistance. You're very helpful. Can make some new cards now, which is exciting. And sure enough, we have a couple new things to play with. Do I want to try for another standard fight? Now, I wouldn't be able to reach this guy from here, but if I get to this guy, I can survive this fight. I can, we can get to that guy, or I play it safe, fast travel back here, and, just redo that one fight, which I don't think was particularly spicy. Take on this one indeed. I guess if nothing else, I could see what that fight entails. I can get close without committing to it. I saw shinies. Oh. Oh, that is a shiny. Good to know. Oh, that's how you get the other stuff. I was noticing sometimes those things were like glinting a little bit, but I never had the wherewithal to actually try clicking them. I probably passed up lots of those opportunities, not realizing what I was looking at. That is good to know. That is good to know. Let's take a look at what we have to work with, by the way. I'm curious about the spirit cards. I am curious about the spirit cards. But I'm also curious about this overwhelm that we could charge into. And there will eventually be other trees, upgrade trees. One of those guys, and then other cards we can add to our stuff here. All damage in one, enemies in one direction. That's pretty sick. Has a range of 3. Pretty slick. 4 damage. Costs 2 card to use, but still, that's pretty slick. Both are pretty good, yeah. Yeah, that is actually nice because the cursor changed. That was the indicator that, oh, there's something here. There's something to this. Ignore shields. Also draw something. That's pretty cool. 2 damage only costs 1. That's not bad. Not bad at all. And the fact that it goes through shields is real nice. Start a random card, gain its cost in shield. Wow. Random card though. Ooh, that could be rough. That could be rough. Excuse me. 2 shield for each card discarded this turn. If you sacrifice as a part of a discard, you gain an additional card for each card discarded this turn. So you press it. So it's like after you've already had to sacrifice or discard something. Of course, now you can make. What am I looking at? Yeah, it was. Yeah, here we go. It's these two. Now we can. Oh wait, no, I can't. Oh, I thought that was what we picked up. I thought the Aura Right was what I picked up. What did we pick up then? I'm kind of curious. It was. Oh, it was Slitstone, which we'd already seen. Okay, so that. But I need to keep my eyes out. My eyes peeled, rather. It's entirely possible we just don't have that available to us in this region. Yeah, I need to be watching for sure. Okay, because yeah, in my mind, we had like cards we can go back to. I was saying how for this one to really work, it would be nice to have maybe 2 of these cards. Oh wait, no, not 2 of these. Because you only increase the damage of this 1 card when you sacrifice. For some reason I was thinking I wanted multiple snoots. Maybe I had misunderstood something. We discarded card this turn. 1 less for each discarded card. This one's actually not bad as well. Melee range, but it's a damage of 4, which is pretty darn good. Yeah, once you kind of get a build going. I feel like I haven't, like, committed to a build yet, and part of that is because we don't have... Like, there's a lot of cards I like, but not enough to, like, juice or deck up a whole lot with a whole bunch of something. But we're getting close to that point. Like just looking at something like this, it's like I can make 3 of these if I wanted to. Well, that's not true. I could make. Well, actually, no. I could make 3 of them right now. I could make 3 enchant weapons. I don't think it'd be a good idea, but I could if I was so inclined. And of course, if you did make a whole bunch of these, you're of course juicing up your next attack, which is great. It costs nothing to do. You discard these, you get your energy, you get extra energy, extra mana, which is nice. And that, of course, does great for anything that specs off of cards discarded, such as this one. Well, no, that's cards discarded, not cards used. Furious Strike would be cards, yeah, cards played. What's up, Aleph? Good to see you, dude. We're playing some Death Howl. It's a very good game. It's also reminding me that I don't have, like, a natural brain for deck builders. Like, I'm unfamiliar to at least some extent with deck builders. But it's a cool game. I'm liking it. It's a very good game. I'm wondering if I should just add like a fun card, like the Mosquito Bite. That's just a solid card. Or Rabbit Attack, that's also a solid card. Do I want to like just throw more kind of fun onesie-twosie cards into my deck, or do I want to start to coalesce towards something? I'm like trying to decide where I want to go with this, because deck builders I think work best if you have a deck that is synergized towards a thing. Once the meta progression ability helps. Oh, that's a good point too. Yeah, once we get that leveled up. And we're not too far. Actually, I guess we could do that right now. It would cost all of our Death Howls, so I wouldn't be able to make any more cards. But we could go ahead and get that thing now. And maybe I should look more at that. You fill up some kind of meter, some kind of like attack count. And then once that happens, you unleash that ability to gain strength, do extra damage. So I'm not exactly sure what that will look like in the field of battle. But yeah, I'm thinking though that would be pretty slick. So maybe once I see how that works, that'll make me feel a little better. In the meantime, I think I'm just gonna make something that's kind of neat. This one sounds great, man. Those instances where you have like a bunch of dudes back to back. 4 damage and a range of 3. You discard 2. Oh, it's 2 random cards. So that's a little bit rough, but the nice thing is that it costs 2 and it's melee. Well, it's not only melee, but like you're not going to use it for anything too far away. So you're probably going to use this fairly late in your turn anyway. I like that a lot. And I'm thinking that something that requires discards seems like it could be good. I think about stuff like Reckless. I think I'm going to go ahead and get rid of Furious Strike for now. Because I'm not playing a ton of cards. That would be good for Quick Slash. So if I made a fuck ton of Quick Slashes, then something like that would be kind of neat. And as I'm saying that out loud, that wouldn't be a bad idea. Same with Enchant Weapon. Yeah, as I'm saying that out loud. But the thing, we have other things that cause discards. We have other things that cause discards. That's pretty slick. So yeah, just thinking in the future. Let's go and make one of these. And then... yeah, talking about this one. Do I have the wherewithal? I do. Yeah. I think that's pretty not bad, because we have a lot of Hurling Rocks that causes discards. Yeah. That's, I think, a decent synergy that doesn't step on too many other things. The big brains, I don't know about big, but at least medium, or at least going medium brain. This is one of those games where, yeah, you can very much get lost. Maybe not lost, but you can spend a lot of time crafting ideas and making a bunch of decks, because that's one nice thing about this game too. The deck you're building is not the end-all be-all. You can make a whole bunch of other decks. So there's no fucking rules, man. You can do whatever you want. There's no rules. Rob a bank. Eat the whole cake in one sitting. No rules, man. Okay, maybe some rules. But anyway, Shake, thank you for that raid, man. We're playing Death Howl. I don't know if you've played this, but this seems like this would be a Shake game, I think. This is a game that I think you would do well to check out at some point, Shake. It's pretty neat. It is a deck builder, as you probably guessed by some of the menus you were looking here. It's a deck builder, but it is also a sort of, well, it's a roguelike. There's some meta progression. You can level up your guy with some permanent abilities, but there's also some whatchamacallums. There's also some like Souls-like aspects, in that whenever you save at a bonfire, like I'm about to do, it will heal you up, but it resurrects the bad guys. So it's pretty good. Pretty good, man. It's a very Shake game. That's right, bud. Yeah, ran out of claps. Ain't no Shake. That's right, man. He says, we lost runs. Were you doing some Elden Ring? Some Night Rain? Because I think I saw the pop-up on that Alias was playing earlier, but I didn't see Shake playing. So if y'all were Night Raining it up, then I was none the wiser. Now, if you wanted to still get some games in, I could perhaps be susceptible. Oh, we gotta fight oh wait, no, we can skip past him. We don't have to fight that guy again. I could perhaps be convincible to do some Night Rain. I do have to get up at a more resembling a normie hour tomorrow, so I can't go super crazy, but I could go a little crazy. I could go a little weird. I want to get to that nest, we would have to fight another Elder Spirit, which would not be impossible. Just kind of thinking of like what we want to go towards. Or I could go down this way. That grove is also available to us. And I could make it to this guy. That would get us in a pretty cool position to do some gamer shit. Because that's a problem. You have to do one fight for sure, probably a second fight to get to this guy. You know what? I think we can do it. I think we can do it. I have full confidence in my abilities. Full confidence in my mediocre abilities. Tabasa said they quit while they were behind. A bunch of quitters. A bunch of goddamn quitters. Now, I appreciate the raid, man. Shake, as always, if you have any clips to share, I'd love to see him. I'm always a fan of getting to see what kinds of cool stuff our buddies are up to. And Shake is a buddy. He's a cool dude. Plays a lot of wacky, goofy shit like this. So if you enjoy the games we're playing here, you should definitely watch Shake if you're not already. He's a good dude. He's good duders, man. Good duders. Oh, thank you, Ryan Out to Clubs. I appreciate that, man. It's very nice of you to say, buddy. Says a short selling games dialogue. Thank you, my friend. Well, it's appropriate that I would be good at short dialogue because I am short. When you are a short person, short things are to be your forte. That is, that is the rule, as required by law. But thank you for the kind words, right? Not to collapse, and thank you again to Shake. We of course got to do some trail makers, not trailblazers, trail makers with him and Alias and Krath over the weekend. We'll probably have more degenerate weirdness this Sunday as well. At least my schedule should be, I think, okay for games with the boys. So yeah, we got some fun stuff on our horizons. Always a fun time getting a game with the homies. Always a good one, man. Always a good one. We could go right up for the double strike. And then I could just go for reckless. I mean, I wouldn't be discarding anything. Or I could... That's a good thing, too. I could also hurl some things. He says that would do 4 damage. So if I hurled a rock... I think it costs 2 to walk up to him. I mean, this guy's getting got this round, no question. What I think I would do is... Now, the nice thing is that this one stays in our deck. It doesn't get exhausted. Or removed from our deck from this, like, for using it once. So if I hurled 2 rocks, for instance, that would cost 2. I walk up, that costs another 2. That will leave the 1 less for the reckless. Or I could hurl 1 rock, walk up for reckless, it costs 2. I would have enough to do maybe a sprint and another hurl rock. Let's do that. Or I could hurl the rock and go for the double strike, except now the double strike wouldn't be enough. Yeah, we'd have to walk up to make the double strike work, and it would do 4 damage, but that's kind of it. That'd be pretty much the extent of what we're doing. I'll hurl it at you. Oh, I have to discard... I think I will discard the double strike. But I am not sure this is going to work in the way that I want it to. Oh, in fact, yeah, this will... Yeah, I realize now we won't have enough left to also do the sprint or to hurl. That's fine, though. That's fine. No, it's a guaranteed kill. Good enough for me. Get fucked, idiot. He'll do the 1 attack. I didn't get any shields that turn, which means we'll probably get some this one. Got 1 block of wood. Now the good news is we got that rabbit attack, which is pretty cool. I mean, this guy, we have a lot of high damaging cards this round. So this guy's getting got this round no matter how you slice it. He's not long for this world. I'm kind of curious to see this one in action. It's just a row, yeah. Or a column, rather. It's a column of damage. It's a solid card, man. The fact that it discards 2 random ones that you cannot select, you're not choosing what you're discarding, that's rough. That's rough, and it's not cheap. You don't have to fight those guys again, which is nice. Now, that fight is like, I guess it's just an optional, perhaps shorter path to get to here, but we don't have to go back for that one, obviously. Unless we want to see what other rare, or, resource, not rare, but whatever resources are back there. There's 3 of them. Yeah, I think I'll take you on foist. I could get into melee range for a first strike, which would be basically free. It would also be a lot of damage. That'd be half his health. Now, the problem is there's going to be no discardings happening. So, Reckless will be the equal price to pay. So we'll have... That only costs 1, though, which is pretty nice. We might be able to make this work. Let's try it in action. Yeah, let's try it. I might end up just doing block of wood, though. We'll see. We'll see. So first strike. Hook him up. Damage. I could just go ahead and do reckless and just drop his ass now. Yeah, I wouldn't be able to do it again. Well, that's another thing. Not so much that I wouldn't be able to do it again. I wouldn't be able to do it later. I could say take skin. I wouldn't get the benefit of the shield. Yeah, the thing is, if I do block of wood, it'll get immediately spent by this guy anyway. Let's just fuck him up. Just end his entire career. There's a chance that, yeah, movement of 2, movement of 3. I'm kind of surprised these only have a movement of 2. I think of flight. I think of an entity that can fly. I think of having higher movement. He'll probably put the glare on me, but I don't think he'll be able to reach me. So yeah, I think we're probably good on not having shield right now, at least. The glare on us, which he doesn't need line of sight to do. Well, not so much line of sight, but he doesn't need to have like a direct row or column that is next to us. So, for the heart, of course. Do I have any like discards that I would like obviously need to throw out? Not really. I would do is... Yeah, I might not be able to take full advantage of defensive swing here. I'll just go ahead and do aim for the heart. A little Sag. Oh, and right, to move up into melee range. Right, yeah. I think with these guys... I think these are the ones that attack and then move back, I think. I'll go ahead and do the shield. I'll just hold on to that Mind Glare a little bit longer than I would otherwise like to. That's fine. Yeah, but now I'm flanked, man. I mean, not in the traditional sense of being flanked, but that's less than ideal. And he's further away, of course. Now, the glare went away. That's surprising to me. I'm surprised the glare went away. Maybe you don't have to manually remove the glare whenever you gain it. Or unless it, like, had some other negative effect, but I don't think it did necessarily. I could direct my attention to this guy. He is a... I mean, I could drop him instantly with this thing. Oh, man. I could fuck some shit up real good. I could hurl 2 rocks, do a rabbit attack, and hope that my plucking talons stay put. I'd hurl 2 rocks, turn around, rabbit attack it. Oh, actually, no, I could... yeah, you know what? Maybe I should direct my attention to him. I'm thinking hurl... No. Oh, yeah. Never mind. Hurl 2 rocks, kill him. Yeah, rabbit attack this guy. There we go. That's the strat. That's the strat. Yeah. Hurl 2 rocks at this guy. Rabbit attack this guy and then move away. But it'd be nice to do a block of wood. I just want to fucking drop this guy. Or maybe I rabbit attack this guy and hurl 1 rock. Drop him instantly. I think he is the bigger threat. Let's treat it that way. I think this is the scarier threat. So I'll hurl 1 rock. Discard. Sacrifice this. I lose a wood. Oh no! Oh no! I gain a wood. Okay. Yeah, I think I have to accept that I'm not gonna be able to use all those attacks. I could move up and do the plucking talons. That would be a kill, and I would gain 2 more cards. Yeah, maybe I should just do that. We wouldn't be able to reach the other guy. If I discard this, then I'm guaranteed 1 shield. Versus maybe I'll get 1 later. I think I have 2 other shields in my deck, so there's a chance I could draw when I get these 2 cards back. I could draw 1 of those. But let's be real. I'm about... So I just used the 1. I'm gonna move up. That's gonna bring me down to 3. I'm gonna use this. That'll bring me down to 1. So I wouldn't even be able to use this anyway. Get rid of it. Up. Pluck his shit out of there. Can't reach. Too far away. Yeah, that's fine. I was thinking maybe we'd get something cool, but that was still pretty neat. Fills the deck with junk. Right. Okay, so now it's in our deck. That's the effect. There it is. There it's in the deck. Good to know. Good to know. No shield this time. Oh, but that's okay because he's not in melee range. So I'll throw this at you. Thing out of there. You're done, son. There we go. Get that shit out of here. More fresh, delicious ingredients. Piping hot. First time we actually completed that encounter. And there we go. Go ahead and rest. Or at least activate the Karen Stones. I could go ahead and use the juice to level myself up. Let's go ahead and do that because I'm really curious to see this overwhelm ability in action. That part does something. But now, with that one juiced up, the power of strength. So I'll be curious to see this meter that we're filling up during combat. That does sound interesting. I'll be kind of neat to see that in action. First full health now, and if I wanted to, we could now start towards this nest. We felt so inclined. I of course can't build anything right now. I don't have the kills. There is something there. Oh wow, yeah. So I need to be keeping an eye out for more extra passages and such. Now what's this gonna lead me to? We don't know. An entrance. An entrance to what? Only one way to find out, baby. Mushrooms. But is that all it is? Now, also this. Cool. So this game is very much encouraging you to explore, and I've not really been doing much of that lately. So I think what I might also want to do is just maybe backtrack a little bit and see, man, what have I missed? I know there's been other stuff that I've surely blinded past. Game really does encourage you, I think, to keep your eyes peeled, your eyeballs peeled. I'm probably not going to be going too much later tonight. I would like to, of course. I'd much rather play video games than be responsible and go to work or go to bed relatively, not early, but go to bed earlier or work shenanigans. I'm going to guess that that's like a poison dart frog or some shit. Oh, the trunk is an enemy. Gloomcroak. They can jump. He can teleport. Move through obstacles. Good to know. I appreciate that, right, not clubs. And of course, it was nice getting a pop on your stream the other day as well. Always nice getting to hear from you, buddy. Good stuff. Oh, so there's the overwhelm kind of stackable thingy. Filled up by hitting enemies, and it takes 1, 2, 3, 4, either 5 or 6 hits to get that that added damage for just the one turn. But that's the thing; it might be for one, like an entire turn, not just one attack, which is pretty cool. Potentially, that is. He has 7 damage, so I could walk up and just do this. Yeah, double strike and then pluck his penis off. That would give me 2 extra cards, and that would overall cost most of my deck, let's be real. Or most of my mana, rather, which is, you know, nothing to sneeze at. I would say we'll assume that he's going to get into melee range with me. Let's see, if I move up, I do say the double strike. That'll do 4 damage, gets him down to 3. I could then do the plucking challenge, which would actually be a little bit overkill. Or I could do the rabbit attack, but that'll discard 2 random things, obviously. That might discard something I care about. But so that'll be a 1, and then a 1, so that's 2 used, and then another 2 after that. So I would have 1 left, so I wouldn't be able to do block of wood afterwards, which is unfortunate. Is there something else I could do differently, maybe? I wish there was one of my, like, stone throw, because I could do 5 damage really easily, and then I just need something real simple to finish the job. I could do the opposite. I could do plucking talons followed by this, which it does 2 damage, but it's same kind of idea anyway. Now the nice thing with this one is I don't have to move for that one. Ooh, that's actually kind of good. I don't have to move for that one. Oh, but I have to move for everything else, right? Yeah. Yeah, never mind. I still have to do some movement for this to work. Right. Ew. Well, I can't use any of these. It's fine. It's fine. Trunk penis has been removed. That's right. That's right. He did go for the attack. He did not poison me. I was worried he was going to poison me. A little bit concerned. What's up, Niara? Is there a way to turn? Is there a way to turn? Oh, the turn off the little circles, like these things down here. Unfortunately, I don't think so. Yeah, these things right here and these things right here. Yeah, not that I'm aware of. Yeah, if that's an effect that's kind of that is bothersome at all. Unfortunately, I don't know of a way around that. I do have lots of rock hurls. I could do 4 damage. I can go back. So that costs 1. I could do bop bop. That'd be 3 total. If I can move up and cost and use the take skin. Or I don't even have to like wait for that. I can just do this now. He made a sad noise, and I can move back. Bam. Another one. Just throwing shit at him. Oh, I could have used the thing, but he's dead now. Anyways. Yeah, if that like visual effect is kind of like bothersome, then yeah, unfortunately I don't have a way to get around that. The good news is that it's not a present outside of combat, but yeah, it is definitely there inside of combat for sure. Now the question is, do I go right for the Elder Spirits? There's no way we could get to this Sacred Grove without doing that combat. Or, I mean, really, let's be real. If I get to that Sacred Grove, we have to fight this guy and this guy to get to here. If I go from this Sacred Grove, we have to go from to there and there. So it's 2 fights no matter how you slice it. I only took a little bit of damage. It's fine. I think we can handle it. I'm curious to see what's over there. It's a... Ooh, the snails. Those guys are the worst. But... that thing... I gotta watch for those, like, little glinting shinies, because that sometimes is indicative of a secret. Ooh, there's a... Oh my god, there's some fucking demons in here. Holy moly. So there's an elder thing in here, including an enemy we've never seen before. I think it's a juiced up owl and the juiced up crow. An enemy I've never seen before. That's a little scary. I don't know if I want to commit to that just yet. Let's stick with the elder creature that we know about, and then we'll talk business. Yeah, there's secret spots that I definitely missed earlier that I would, you know, if time were no consequence, I'd go back and, like, fully explore. Because, of course, in order to go back and explore those areas, you have to, like, fight shit, obviously. The good news, of course, is that some of those fights are real easy. You know, like this we know is just one boar by himself. Like, some of these are pretty simple. There was one area, like, I think right here, and it said that there's a path there, but it was too dark. So we would need some other thing, some abilities, some meta progression, something to give us a light source to be able to see. We have a fancy schmancy trunk fella. Tree trunk fella. We have boar, we have slug, or snail, what have you. So the tree fella is definitely elevated. What's his deal? Ignore block. Attacks from his character will ignore block. Good to know. He, of course, teleports past what's the word? Obstacles. And otherwise, we got the boar and the snail fella. I kind of want to go right for the slug fella. Because his poison is awful. The boar would need to take around... He would, let's see, 1, 2, 3. So he'd be able to reach me next round. Or, like, on his turn. but he wouldn't be able to do the charge, so it wouldn't be quite as scary. So I think I'll go right here. That's pretty good. 5 damage. Ooh, that'd be real good damage. It's a little bit like... Maybe the play here is block of wood first. To like guarantee that I get some block going. Now, it won't matter for him, but it would matter potentially for these guys. Then do this thing, which we know is going to get real big damage right from the get-go. It wouldn't be enough to kill, unfortunately. But it would put him in a very vulnerable state for the next round. Yeah, I think that's the plan. Aim for the heart costs the same, but if it's on kill... Right, but it won't be on kill. That's the problem. I mean, I guess if I could do a hurl followed by aim for the heart, that could do it, actually. Let's find out. Let's find out. So block first. No, it might discard aim for the heart. Well, shit. I forgot. I actually would have discarded aim for the heart. I forgot about that little detail. Okay, so that's the extent of what we do there, but we at least made sure he can't do anything. Oh, shit, except he still has the thing. I thought when he turtled up like that, that meant he wasn't going to do shit. In that case, I'm going to move back. So now you can't do shit, and you can't reach me yet. There we go. Let's do that, then. Ah! Burn wound. So this motherfucker applied some burn wound shenanigans. Quest card to retrieve something. Ah, that is good to know right now to clap. So yeah, so in that case, there might be like a quest for that, or a side quest, for that one darkened area, but you have to manually go there for it, so that is a limitation, of course. This guy has some fire shit. I lose 2 mana, but if I keep it, kept in your hand when your turn ends, you lose only... Oh, you lose 1 health. Oh, okay. So it costs nothing to use, but did like 2 damage to me. Wait, hold on. No, so it did 2 damage to... Wait. Does this mean I take 2 more if I extinguish it or like exhaust the card? I think that's what that means. So it's like if I exhaust it, if I click it, I will lose 2 more. Yeah, to play it, so to speak. Right. So we keep it, and every time it comes up, we take a little bit more, or we just nip it in the bud now. That's an unfortunate card. An unfortunate card. The good news is it costs nothing. I can wait until the end if I decide to go for that route. This guy's gonna do something scary, which we don't want. What I think I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go up, I'm gonna move up, I'm gonna use double strike and just pop him. And then I think I'm gonna block up and defensive swing this fucking guy. And see where that leaves us. Double strike, yo ass. Double dead. He's a butt muncher. You did warn me. There was going to be some munching of some butts. Round on to collapse. You did give me the fair warning about some munching activities. He said, Alex, don't tell me I didn't warn you. Oh, and I forgot, he's in a weakened state. That's good, so I want to keep him there. Let's go ahead and just nip this in the bud. Can I give it to you? Doesn't matter. It doesn't work that way. Ow. Ow. But he's taking damage? No, it's... Yeah, this guy takes extra damage because of his situation. So, when it's first, I'll get the stuff back. If it's a kill... Ooh, baby. I get 2 more cards to play with, baby. I mean, this one's, like, almost free. Oh, man, but that one's... I get the shield. Oh, baby. Yeah, I kind of want the shield. Especially with the shit that this guy's throwing at me. Skid, give it to me. The nice one is that only costs 1. So I could hurl a rock at him. He doesn't have that much health. So I don't have enough to do both. But I could do, let's see. Yeah, what I really ought to do is these two. So throw a rock and then go into melee range. It won't kill, but it'll make him sad. Oh, you're right, it is. Thank you, Right Not to Claps, thank you. Now you fucked up, son. So now we'll do a little bit more dammy dams, baby. Good shit, Right Not to Claps. Good shit. You got that fucking brain for this shit, man. We discard. Yeah. If I discard you this way, do I still take the damage? There you go. There you go. It all twerks out. It all twerks out. Melee range. Come up. Good damage. He says, I'm 30 hours deep, baby. Still very helpful. Right now, Claps. Very helpful. This man is not long for this world. And that is just the way I like it. It's gonna be reckless. Get his ass. Never even broke a sweat. We got the boy Rhinoctops here. We got our bud helping us out. The absolute homie. Super helpful as always. Sharing his big brain with us. He was hitting past. You're right, he was hitting past the shield. They even told us so. Right. You're right about that. Oh my fucking god. What have I stumbled into? What fresh fuck is this? I found the testicle. I found the one testicle. Or maybe, no, maybe it's a scrotum. Maybe just one big undulating scrotum. Some weird creatures. I respect it. I feel our bond, giant scrotum. Yep, that's it. Just no, I don't think at least, no quests or anything. He's just like, yep, I'm just some fucking guy. Some fucking testicle man, you know, just chilling. You know how it is. You know how we be. New cards available, by the way. Ooh, shiny. Need some leaves. Definitely want to be watching for more clickable things. And it's a raid from Gratoffy. What's up, buddy? Gratoffy, I was mad lurking the other day. I was watching you guys doing some Diddy Kong racing. Grace and I were chilling on the couch, and she was doing some art stuff, so I was like, I'll just watch some... I'll just put on a stream in the background. And I was like, oh, Gratz is doing some Diddy Kong racing. That means we're going to have a great soundtrack. And Gratoffy's charming commentary, of course. But I was like, oh, I fucking love that game, man. Such a good one. We're playing a very cool and very unique deck builder. This is a deck builder with some roguelike isms, some Dark Souls-like isms, and a really interesting presentation, a very cool vibe and aesthetic. It's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool little game. I'm liking it a lot so far. And if you get a kill... Wait, hold on. Yeah, if you get a kill, you get more damage this turn. And that's, I think, for the first turn, right? Let's take a look. We just found a totem. These are like things you can have equipped to yourself. So almost as if it's turned to stone. So I think, yeah, if you get a kill in the first turn, you do more damage this turn. Unless I'm wrong. Maybe it's not just for the first turn. Maybe that's just like just across the board. Because a lot of the times, it's hard to kill something and then also have enough juice or mana to go back or to like proceed and then attack something else. But it does happen. So in that context, this actually might be nicer in the general sense. Like, this one's been great. I really like this one. But it's only good for the very first round of any combat situation. After that, it kind of, you know, loses its luster. So I think I will try this one. It actually sounds kind of neat. Kind of neato. But it's a pretty cool game. I'm liking it a lot so far. I'm not a huge deck builder guy, and it's not to say that I don't enjoy them. But I just don't... I don't really have a brain for them a lot of the times, and they take discipline and a smart brain, and you need to, like, kind of study up on some deck builders to really be able to make them sing. So I don't play them a lot, and I enjoy them, but I'm kind of a dumbass. But Rhinoctops is helpful. He's been kind of helping to guide me in certain mechanics of the game, which is endlessly helpful, even. Super appreciate your assistance, bud. And it's pretty cool. It's a pretty cool game. Got a cool aesthetic, and I'm liking it a lot so far. As always, Gratz, if you have any clips to share, I'd love to see them. you have any clips, any recent shenanigans, doesn't have to be from tonight. Any old thing will do. Also, this game, this game is great because it has giant testicles or scrotums. It's actually probably an eyeball, but it's more fun to say this is like an undulating ball sack, just kind of chilling. Shouts to Gratoffy, who... Oh, and by the way, it's a ball sack because here's where the semen is stored. You all thought piss was stored in the balls. Okay, actually, no. I retract my statement. This is the piss. This is the lake full of piss. And if piss is stored in the balls, this is where the piss comes from. Oh, no, I'm wrong. It's going into the lake. So piss is stored in the balls, and it exits into the lake. Obviously. So shoutouts to Gratoffy, who keeps it pretty PG-13 in his streams. I do not. So, that is something I always enjoy. That being said, Grats, I was tickled pink when I did hear maybe just like one, rated PG-13 word during your stream the other day, during the Diddy Kong Racing stream. I get it, because that game is not easy. That game is the opposite, in fact, of easy, but of course it's a classic for sure. Love that game. Let's go ahead and... Want to fast travel? Yeah, I should probably play it safe. Let's fast travel. Yeah, I am enjoying this a lot. As a deck builder newbie, I'm enjoying myself a whole bunch. I think I actually might take this as an opportunity to look at some cards. We have more added to our arsenal, things we could build if we felt so inclined. The final area gets pretty rough. Yeah, some deck builders get pretty brutal, honestly. Speaking of not very exciting, I can't build any of these. I have the Howls for it, but I have a lack of resources, such as the Bark of Sunless Hollow, which I think is this like the elevated fella, because that's a fireball, for instance. Wait, that's a good damage and good range too. And when you sacrifice it, 2 damage to adjacent enemies, damn. So that's really good. A lot of these are really strong, but it'll be a while before we're able to build any of those. Now I could make, there was a couple I was kind of considering, like things I was gonna like make themed builds towards. I keep lusting after that Kill Echo card, which is kind of neat. And I was considering something along the lines of maybe making like 1 or 2 more of these, except I need more of the Bark of the Sunless Hollow as well, god damn it. I was gonna say, if I could have like maybe 1 more of this one, then I would be inclined to like get myself a bunch of quick slashes. If not, just because they cost nothing and you get that echo that comes back to you, which is kind of neat. But now that I realize how expensive that is, I'm less inclined to do so. So I'd want more things to cause discards for this Reckless to make more sense. The sacrifice is tempting, because that's cards being played, of course. But yeah, let's see if there's anything else that catches my eye. I could make another one of these. This is I think a pretty damn good card. And that does discard 2 things. The bummer is that you discard 2 random ones. That means you could discard something you really don't want to lose. So that's unfortunate. But of course, Hurl Rock is such a solid card. That one's been good for us. To us, even. Maybe it's time to remove Sprint. I don't know. Sacrificing it can be nice. Block of Wood is still useful. So doing some block aspect is not a bad idea. But I'm wondering, like, I did remove Fury Strike from my build, or from the deck. I'm wondering if there's things I should remove. I still like these 2. I think they're both like pretty good utility. This one's pretty good too, also pretty good utility. Wondering if there's anything I should either remove or double up on. I'm tempted to get me another one of these rabbit attacks just because I like it a lot. I think I'd be more inclined, though, to go towards this one, the extra thoughts. Discard 2, which is cool. You also gain 2 cards. It ignores, that's pretty cool too, yeah. There's a lot going for this one. Oh, sometimes you're limited on how many you can have. Oh, that's good to know. I didn't realize that there were limitations sometimes. Now, there are no limitations. But I was talking about making like 3 of these, or 3 of these, and which you can't because there's only 2 of them. That makes sense. The leanest deck, right? And that's the thing. Like, if I want to add something, I should probably remove something. That's kind of where I'm leaning as well. I'm tempted to get rid of Sprint. The nice thing is that it costs very little, but it's still, like, it costs 1, and you only move 2. When it's sacrifice, it's kind of nice. Aim for the Heart is nice. The fact that its range is pretty cool. The Block of Woods, I think, are still worthwhile overall. And they proc well with Defensive Swing. That's been pretty nice. But I do think I should probably remove something. I like the Double Strike. I would say let's get rid of the Sprint. Having something that only really works well as a discard is not very exciting. So let's get rid of that one. And then what I think I might do... Fucking talent. Every time I see that, yeah. Need the full list, yeah. It's something that is still in my backlog. One of many things I need to work on just for the sake of the stream. Because, yeah, there are definitely things on the stream I would like to like, spend more time with. It's a shame that First Strike costs so much. It's good that you get that mana back, for the most part, if you use it first. But that part does limit its utility. Which is a shame. That one's great. I would get a whole bunch of those if that was an option, but it is not an option, unfortunately. I almost wonder if 3 blocks of wood is maybe too much. 3 blocks of wood for only having 2 defensive swings. Maybe I should just get rid of those entirely, or at least, I don't know. I think the block of wood is still useful, but I'm wondering if defensive swing, there are better things I could fill the deck with. I mean, 3 damage, but you could make it 1, but you have to use essentially 3 mana to get that benefit of the shield and the swing happening. Now, if you got the shield through other means, then it's great, but I'm realizing that that is more kind of reliant on certain things kind of aligning for it to really work well. If there were other shield cards, I'd be tempted to kind of spend, like, maybe make another Take Skin and kind of lean more into that. That would be a temptation. But so far, there's not a whole lot else. I mean, I guess the nice thing about this... Oh, never mind. Defensive swing. You can only have 2. Never mind. I was going to say if I could make more of those, but... Nah, that ain't happening. So yeah, the things that are considered not even common, but like... I guess mundane or whatever you want to call it. It seems like it's only that first kind of bundle that we saw earlier. That does limit things. Yeah, this is a solid card, man. I keep looking at that one and getting excited, because I think that's a pretty solid one. Didn't notice Sharpened Weapon. Cost 1. Yeah, just more damage across the board for this turn. And if it's the first thing you use to get an extra card, that's pretty slick. That's pretty slick. I do like that a lot. That's not the next attack does more damage like this one. That's just, yeah, here's more damage for that turn. That's pretty nice. I think I will go ahead and make... I think I might just make that then. You know, something that is like a good support card. That one seems pretty cool. Let's make one of those. And what I think I'm going to do is... Yeah, I think I'm going to... I remove the defensive swing. We still have the Reckless and the First Strike. We have a bunch of other cool things. I could make another one of these if I wanted to. Oh, except I would need more ingredients. I can't make another one of those specifically. More shields. Like, that's so good, man. And you also get a card for it. Yeah, so you get to draw something, which is great. Yeah, I think I'm done for now, at least with defensive swing. Let's get rid of those. I'll keep the blocks of wood, though. So I could make another rabbit attack. I can't make the mosquito bite. Oh, no, I could make the mosquito bite. Never mind. Or I can make another Reckless, which is good damage and it kind of expensive, but of course if you're discarding a lot, that could be great. It would work great if I had more rabbit attacks or more of these extract thoughts, that kind of thing. I think I'll just make one of these. Also, just to churn through our deck a little bit quicker, which is nice too. Pretty solid, pretty solid. So, that means now I can actually rest like I was originally planning on doing so. A little bit of progress towards our next teardrop. The meta progression, of course. Now we're fully healed. And if I have a hope of reaching... Whoops. These areas... Or I could try fighting that weird spider thing. I'm kind of tempted to see what that's all about. That strange spider fella. So let's take this fight on once again. First strike, I could go into melee range and fuck his shit up. He has 7 health. Yeah, that could indeed be a kill. It would cost... Actually, I wouldn't be able to kill him. I wouldn't be able to walk up, spin this, and... Oh, no, I get the mana back. That's right. All right, never mind. I'm full of shit. He'd be able to go 1, 2, 3, and then jump to me. Yeah, so he'll be able to reach me for sure. So... Definitely do first strike. The thing is... Because I know he's going to be able to attack me next round. I think I would do best to go ahead and drop this guy. I would do best to go ahead and drop this guy. Because if I don't kill him this round, then both of them are going to attack me. So if I kill him, it makes things easier for me. Now, because I got a kill, I do more damage, but yeah, there's nothing close enough for it. I can't reach with that guy. I'd have to move up. Yeah, that's the end of that round. Slurps me towards him. Very rude. Things discarded. He has 6 health. So really... If I moved back... Cost 1. I mean, I wouldn't have to move back for this one, but I would have to move back for anything else that does damage. Or this one, I suppose. Yeah, that'll be enough to kill him anyway, so let's just do it that way. Oh, shit. I should do this first, then. Complete overkill on his ass. He's out of there. So 1 hit, not too bad. Couple odds and ends for our troubles. The troubles with tribbles. Alright, that opens up the path to the spider. Oh. Deer tracks. Oh, right, that's part of the main quest, of course. So looking for our lost son who is maybe dead and or turned into a demon. I mean, that's all one thing. But come on, man, the spider path, bro. It could be something cool. Or whatever that was. This mysterious entrance. I think this was the spider path, though. Fair enough. I'm gonna say spider path. There's that guy for sure, but also the elder owl and the elder crow fella. Brawling Terror. What a fun sounding name. He has retaliation. And he can jump. Elder Doomglare has that good position. Apparently he's in position right now for a strong attack. Well, I'm not going to engage with him directly. I'm going to engage with you first. He doesn't have the strong attack thing right now, but we do get to go first. And hurl a rock right from the get-go, which would, of course, cause a discard. I'm probably not killing him that... Well... Let's not count our penis before it hatches. What if I went for a rock hurl? I'd have to do something else. Yeah. I think I can kill this guy now. Well, shit. The problem with aim from the heart is that it has to be in range. I could move up. Ah, shit. I was gonna say, yeah, that wouldn't do it either. My best bet, I think, is to use aim for the heart first, and then move up and get him with the plucking talons. It doesn't really get me anything, but it does guarantee that that guy dies before anything else happens. Or I could stick around and put the shield up, that kind of deal. But I think we go ahead and just drop his ass. It's a shame because I would rather the benefit of aim for the heart happening by securing the kill with that attack. But I don't think it's worth, like, going up for the plucking talents and then moving back for the aim for the... Well, actually, let's think about that. No, I'd have to... yeah, then I'm double dipping. Yeah, this is the extent... Oh. I'm very smart. I'm very smart. Have I told you? Is there a control Z? There's no control Z. Fuck. I'm very smart. All right. I clicked when I didn't mean to click, and I'm very smart. Yep. There's no take backsies. No take backsies in this game, bro. No like undo. No control Z. All right. Well, we improvise. Right not to clap says you're gonna learn, baby. You're gonna learn. God damn it. God damn it. I done hacked myself. Well, I can at least do some serious damage to this guy. I can do damage and then I can put up my shield. Yeah, it's like... Fuck. It's like, that is not intentional. Them's the breaks. Them's the breaks. What else can you do, man? Oh. He put a little... Oh, he's weakened me. Well, that's not very nice of him. So that's his retaliation. I couldn't figure out what this other guy's retaliation was. But I think it's like his greater movement buff that he gives to all other dudes nearby goes up by 1. I think that's his retaliation. But his is you get weakened. It's like poofs out spider poop. Gives me the junk. In the trunk, of course. And he gives these guys the buff. Ow. Poison of... Fucking course it's poison. And he moves away. God damn it. If I could have just killed his ass like I meant to. Could have saved myself a whole lot of stuff, man. If I do this first, we'll do more damage. The nice thing about that is I can get in range here and just fucking finish his ass. With their Howl rock. Get into his ass with that mosquito bite. So many possibilities. That's exactly what I'm gonna do. And I also get a free draw. More hurled rocks for me. Finish him. Discard something. Oh, discard that one, obviously. Obviously. Go for this mosquito bite, which is pretty damn good damage. 4 now, which is great. The block of wood would be nice. It would be nice. They give me a little bit of block action, I think. Oh, is that only when you... Oh, wait, no. We got the block. Oh, it's 2 because we killed something. That's why, yeah. I think it's on kills when you get the shield. I would throw it if I could, bro. That's fine. We're going into that ass, baby. That's right. Ow. Damage sucks, but the poison's gone. Not a moment too soon, if you ask me. Oh, it ignores shields. We don't gain shield. What you gain is the... Yeah, what you gain is the card. Right. That's what I was missing. 6 health left. I could fuck him up real good with the rabbit attack, but I'd probably wait and do that last. We could just do double strike followed by rabbit. That's a guaranteed kill. It'd be really cool if I could get the final attack with this guy. Yeah, what I could do is double strike, mosquito bite, and then take skin. That's 3 right there, and then I have enough for a block of wood afterwards. Yeah. I don't really save myself any mana by doing it any other way. That gives me some shield for next round. Yeah. We'll start with that one. Also, that one's almost ready, but I think I might save that for this guy. Not as helpful right now. Of course, that's a little bit more expensive. Double strike, yeah. A kill. Nice defense going for us now, which is good. I could go ahead and give me block of wood to give me big defense. Otherwise, I'd have to like... Yeah, I wouldn't have the mana for that, unfortunately. So let's just use block of wood to make sure this guy ain't touching me this round. Not too bad, not too bad. And then we'll use this at the beginning of the next round to really bring him the goods. Make it happen, baby. Maybe I should have looked before I committed to that, but... Can hurl a rock. Can hurl a rock. I guess that's all I'm doing then. I mean, it's still good damage. It's still worth it. Get that shit out of here. Oh, fuck. Oh, he's got that. He's doing the retaliate this time now. Okay. That hurts. Yeah. We didn't see that happen last time, so I wasn't sure how that was going to work. But yeah, it's like scary. So I got to get up. Yeah, that's the retaliation. So yeah, we didn't see that happen last time. But I'm seeing it now, and it fucking hurts real bad, especially when he's in that kind of position. So I have to play this really smart, unfortunately. So I was all excited to do big dammy dams, so I gotta get into melee range, but of course I don't have any melee things I can do. But what I can do is shield up. And what I would like to do is, like, go here and then throw a rock, but I think that would still put him in range to do the scary thing. So I'll just get right here and end my turn. Lessons are being learned. I still take damage, but now we're able to kind of... We're getting nickel and dime by this point. He does still have the retaliate aspect, so we're kind of melee only at this point. Good news is we have more things working for us. So I can say sharpen weapon, which would make me do 5 damage in melee range. Pretty good. Anything that's ranged has to kill. I think we might have to do one more round of nickel and diming, kind of as I was describing. So let's get into melee. Go ahead and sharpen the weapon. On me. I'm guessing eventually you could have, like, summoned buddies. First strike would be melee range. Alright, well, that's nice. I can't do both. I do one or the other. Can't kill, ooh, block of wood is, I think, necessary here. A shame. Because I think he's gonna do that same one attack. Damn. A shame. Yeah, because we're gonna be a little bit short. We need to make sure... Yeah, we need to make sure we can make it next round. And we need to make sure we are able to do 7 damage. Damn, I wish I would have saved that thing, man. And just roll the rock in point blank range? It doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that way. We might just straight up die this round, man. We might just get got. Alright, retaliation. Man, this retaliation is awful. There's double strikes. That's something. Don't think this is working, though. We'll have to do a double strike. Yeah, I've realized now I've built for a lot of ranged shenanigans here. I can't use that as the last in my hand, unfortunately. Yeah. We'll exhaust this guy. Discard that guy. It don't matter. Not as mad as... This round has got to be the do or die. We need to do 5 damage in melee range. Or, well, not maybe necessarily in melee range, but we need to do 5 damage. That's the bottom line. That would do 4. There we go. There's our melee. So it's these two. We actually have a couple of options, but yeah, I think we've got this. As long as it doesn't push him. I would say do this one first. Finish him. Literally down to the last hit point, man. Scary. Scary fight, but now we've seen truly what that retaliation maneuver really looks like. Because we lucked out last time where either it happened and I didn't notice it, or it didn't happen because the guy was not in the right range for it. You know what? That's what it was. It was because we were in melee range last time. That's why it didn't work out negatively last time. But now we've seen what it can be, and it's spooky. It is some scary shit. Lots of great resources, and I didn't even know this was going to be here, but an extra nest. Love it, man. And a new relic or a new totem. Yo, this thing's making it rain the goodies on our asses, man. So whenever you summon Bilge, it has extra. So I'm gonna guess that's a summonable friend, a summonable thing that can help us out. That's pretty impressive. I'm not gonna equip it right now, obviously, because it does me no good right now. But eventually it might. I can go ahead and start giving this thing parts 2 times. Ooh, that's pretty sweet. Now it has to go all the way, I think. Get to the 3 tiers for that to happen, but that's still pretty slick. That's awesome, man. That's awesome. Now, charge 3 times would mean, I presume, you don't, it's not like you use it once and you get the double charge, but it has to like, you have to let the bar go up several times. The bar has to charge, like you have to like stack the bar basically. Which could be delicious for, especially for like boss battles. I could see that getting really helpful for like juicing yourself up, fighting the lesser guys. Then by the time you fight the boss or the big scary thing, you're like juiced up and ready to just fucking hit him like a dump truck. That's pretty sick. This game is very good. This game is very good. And like now that we're starting to see the breadth of what you can do in this game, and also the challenge that this game is not afraid to throw your way, I already respected this game from the get-go, but now it's like, yo, this game's got the juice, man. This game has it. This is like, I was saying how deck builders are kind of so-so for me, but yeah, I can really feel it. I can really feel it. No, it's good. It's really good. Good freaking game, man. I'm gonna rest here, and I will go ahead and juice myself up to get the, I mean, I might as well to the next thingy. I might as well, baby. A teardrop +1 for me. Oh, we have our bio as well. Or no, I guess it's the journal. It's a quest log. Tick into that. So one more, and we'll have a more potentially double charging overwhelm beater, which is pretty neat. And I'll probably, I would say the next time I come back for this game, what I might do, maybe even off stream, is like look into making, maybe not making, because I wouldn't be able to right now without the Death Howl charged up, or saved up rather, but just look into like other potential builds, because there's the whole obvious things you can build towards. So a deck that has you play a lot of cards, that would really work really well for these two cards, for instance. Enchant Weapon and Quick Slash, they cost nothing, and that's a card you play. Not you discard, but you play those cards. Same with the Suppressive Barrier. Can't make it right now, but eventually. Like, those kinds of things would be nice. Or this one, every time you discard a card. So I can't make it right now, but the Extract Thoughts, maybe a second Rabbit attack, things that have you discarding a lot. That would make that potentially pretty useful. The discard random is still worrisome, because what if you discard one of these? Well, if I had two of them, you know, less likelihood of that being an issue. That, of course, if I make that discard build, or deck rather, I would still have enough, or I would still want to include the Hurl Rock, because that's a guaranteed discard one. And those you can have, presumably an infinite number of them. In fact, maybe I even make more of them. But I need more of the Elder Grimsnout. Wow, so the Hurl Rock is actually kind of hard to make. The Grimsnout, that's the snoot of the boars, but that's the elder version of the boars, and I don't think we've seen those yet. They're not unlimited. Oh, okay. Well, maybe not like free to make, but I was wondering if like what the limit would be, because I know right now we have 3 of them, and the common ones, those are the ones that say it's a maximum of 2. There probably is some kind of limit. There's like maybe 5 or something. Because otherwise, I could see that being potentially a little bit silly, because they're cheap, and damage of 2 is not bad, and the range is pretty good, too. Of course, the discard, I guess, is a nice way to make sure you can't just, like, throw 12 rocks in one round. Of course, the discard means you're limited on your deck, or on your hand, rather. But it's cool. I'm enjoying this a lot. Very good game, and they've done a great job of, I'm gonna guess the game autosaves. They've done a great job of not overwhelming you with a whole bunch of complexity right at the start. They start you simple, which is probably what most deck builders, what their Salt tends to do. They don't overwhelm you. They introduce the concepts. They give you tools and the means to kind of find your way at the start, and then the complexity expands. The monsters get more complicated. The battles get more complicated. But also what you can bring to the table, like the things you have that can help you grow more strong, but also more varied in their persuasion. So yeah, I'm really enjoying this. It's really good, man. Yeah, and thank you again, Ryan Opticlaps. Thank you endlessly for offering your insight and helping me like learn the mechanics. And again, I understand all too well when you're watching someone else play a game you really know, there's sometimes that urge to be like, oh shit, don't do that, like, you know, oh fuck, like, you know, try to like maybe reach a little bit, like overreach just a little bit, and like do a little bit of the backseating. Like we've all been guilty at least of that temptation at times, and I know how that goes. So I appreciate you letting me fuck around and find out. Like the spider battle, that was a good example. I was like, oh shit, I need to find out. I need to learn. Is when you find out, when you suffer the consequences, you internalize the lessons, it sticks with you. Versus someone just explaining, oh, like, move here, attack here, like, doesn't make it as fun, at least for me. And from a viewing perspective, I can tell you that a number of times I've watched somebody else and they're getting backseated hard. It makes it less fun for me. So I appreciate your consideration. But also helping me out, not leaving me out to dry, but helping me learn the mechanics and just understand what the game is trying to convey. Because sometimes that can be a little bit tricky. Not all games are perfect at their conveyance. So very helpful, man. Not Klops. You're a freaking cool dude, and I appreciate you. And I don't just mean because you're watching, because you're hanging out with us, but I double appreciate the fact you run a great stream, and I appreciate you helping us out and offering lots of kind words. You're a helpful fella. Always a pleasure, my man. Always a pleasure. As